Vegeta, what does the scouter say about their subscriber count?
It's 9,010.
Wait, so you mean...
Yes, Nappa. It's over.
It's over?
It's over 8,000!
What 8? Wait, what?
There is a story so strange in its implications that it defies ordinary classification.
I don't care if you've been trying to fight your star-spangled doppelganger all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, about to come to you live and direct from the stack. Smoking out family, got that shit on my left. Boy, shit.
We got more multiverses for Prodigy to be wrong in.
Oh, shit. On my far right, it's here. I'm going to be talking about Sports Chronos.
I'd be killing freakers on the regular.
Just showing up late in the middle. We got the oldest ninja in the world, Old Ninja.
How am I late when we just started?
You suspect.
Vegeta,
Last but not least, returning from the Magic Kingdom, your boy Blue.
You know, Mickey tried to stick it in my ass. I'm like, no, Mickey, no, Mickey.
God damn! What the fuck?
Damn.
Starting off with dangness. We back up in here.
That's all we do.
All right. First in the chat will be my boy Aiden. What's going on? Good to see you again. And listener of the week will be user 724398846 and King Arthur. So
That's a great bot, man.
Well, I heard that bot like the torque in a circle. You saw the video, right? Of the robot shaking its ass?
Oh, yeah.
On the pole.
Bender style.
Dodecahedron.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all back this week. It's nice.
Yes.
Full house.
All five.
Yeah.
All five.
Fuller house.
Fuller House?
Stephanie's titties.
Oh. We're starting off with titties. I like that.
Yeah.
That's the right way to start.
Them titties is great. They ain't real, but if you can feel them.
Yes.
Yes.
They real. Exist, right? That's real.
Yes.
It's not a hologram.
If you can see them, they really happen.
It's not like they were on screen and all of a sudden there's a cut and they don't work no more.
I feel like they're like, I mean, we know they're fake, but they look real good for fake. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't go overboard. She didn't try to be an asshole. They look like a real nice set of tits.
Yeah, she's not Ava Devine big.
Yeah.
But then also, like, you know, I mean, her career was kind of tanked, so she used her money wisely, basically.
Lots of titties, shit.
Gotta
Yeah, because she had like a drug problem and this and that, and she
Oh,
was
that
like
sucks.
in and out of rehab, and
Well, buying titties ain't gonna help you with that shit, but
No.
Well, help you get money for drugs, though.
There you
yeah,
go.
well, sure will.
I got.
It adds to
I
your
got jokes.
your liquid income.
I mean, child stars, a lot of them don't make it. You know,
Yeah,
a lot of
right.
them got all kind of problems.
She reinvested in herself.
There we go.
You know, what's his
really
name?
was.
Macaulay Culkin's actually doing okay. I didn't know that.
He's doing better.
Yeah, he's doing better.
There were years where he was on the
Yeah,
verge
yeah.
of no longer being with us.
Yeah, but he
you're
was
right.
on Joe Rogan's podcast, and it was like,
Exactly.
oh, he's doing all right. He's like doing shit outside of like acting.
Exactly. And I'm
Yeah, no, he
happy
has like
for
a
him.
band.
Really happy
Happy
for
for
him.
him too. What's that?
He has like a music band, I think, or he's
Well,
like
he does
a cover band or some shit.
He does some other weird shit too. I forget what it was.
We always
Prep for this conversation.
always forget that he used to be married to Mila Kunis.
Did he really?
What
yeah,
the fuck?
yeah.
Yeah,
Back
cool.
when they were like 18, they were married for a couple of years.
God damn.
And I,
Macaulay Culkin?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. I was like, what? How the
I
fuck?
missed that.
Home Alone's get that.
Damn.
But I guess he had that. Well, I guess he maybe didn't have that Home Alone money because his family stole that shit.
He got a lot of problems with his his parents and shit. All right. Old Ninja.
Dude, wait.
Oh,
Before
go
we
ahead.
switch gears, there's I came across this kid actor. You remember the movie All Dogs Go to Heaven?
Yeah, back in the
And
day.
the little girl in that movie, she was voiced by an actual little girl. Like, she thinks she's about like 10 or so. Well, like, I wanted to find out where that little girl was, because you can watch All Dogs Go to Heaven for free on YouTube right now.
I think I already know where this is going.
And I was looking to see what her career was like right now.
Oh boy.
Dude, she has a fucked up backstory. She's dead for one thing.
I knew she was gonna be dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
100%.
But her fucking father shot her in the head while she was sleeping because
damn.
of a divorce, or the mom was going to leave her or some shit. So he killed the daughter, the wife, and killed himself. I'm like,
Jesus
dude, what the?
Christ.
And this kid was 10, and their job roster they had like at least 20 movies on their belt already at the age of 10.
Fucking.
Yeah, she was already making $100,000 a year at the age of 10. Yeah, it's fucking sad.
asshole.
Sorry, gotta bring it down, but we can bring it back up.
No, we about to go down even more.
that was a meal ticket. That guy could have been all right.
Yeah.
For
Whole
real.
family would have been all right.
Violent motherfucker. Anyway.
It's a shame.
Old Ninja. Who you got?
We pouring out some green milk for our boy.
It should have been done last week, by the way.
No, he passed.
No, passed
after-
last week.
Well, yeah, but he passed after we cast it.
No,
No,
he
he
didn't.
passed on my birthday.
Did he?
Yeah,
This is
it
on
was
Wednesday?
last Tuesday.
Oh,
I could
Tuesday.
have
Yeah.
sworn. I saw the news later, but it was Peter Mayhew, everyone's favorite Wookiee, Chewbacca, passed away at the age of, I believe, 87?
No, it's like 72. God
Was he
damn,
70?
man.
He had one job and he failed.
Yeah, because I didn't have my notes up because I was
He was
late.
in his 70s. I'm pretty sure it was 72.
But yeah, he passed away. I've seen him in person. Actually, I think me and Prodigy have seen him in person. He's been at WonderCon.
He was 70.
Don't
he was
put me in
74.
this.
Yeah.
Don't put me in your bullshit.
You said before?
Yeah.
He's
There you
7'2".
go.
That's what it is, right?
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
I had some numbers mixed up. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I wasn't that far off.
Yeah, but I mean, he's been in almost all of the Star Wars movies except for one. He's not in Rogue One,
Okay.
but he's in all the other ones. And he passed away. He's got some pretty great tributes through the StarWars.com and through the Star Wars show. Kevin Smith. but-
Stitch, don't you want to start hating on Star Wars and dead people right now? I see you looking over there.
There's one less person to catch Avengers.
Yes, motherfucker.
He's gonna put a bikini on and start twerking.
God damn, your hatred. All right,
They
people.
just said he was weeks away from his 75th birthday.
Yeah,
Damn.
sad. Now, here's what I always want to know, and maybe you guys can help me. Did he actually do the voice sounds too, or was it just in the costume?
I think he was just in the costume.
Okay. All right.
But
Not
yeah.
it's a hard noise to,
No,
make up.
I'm sure. Yeah, I just didn't know if that was always him, also him. But R.I.P. to him. Was there anybody else?
Nah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at his resume. Oh, he did the voice of. He was in the Dragon Ball GT. He did the
Really?
voice of Shusha, which I don't know who that was.
What the fuck was that? I can't remember.
But he's got a pretty short career. Most of his
Yeah,
work
it's
is Star
all
Wars.
He knew where his bread was buttered.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I mean, shit. But I mean, I know a lot of people showed love for the artist of Powerpuff Girls. He passed
Oh
away.
yeah, I
Yeah.
did see that.
Oh yeah.
When they
He did-
said,
there was another thing he did also, right?
Yeah.
He did another cartoon. I don't remember if it's Samurai Jack.
Should we put his name out there? Goddamn, y'all can't look it up? Shit.
Uh,
You have one job, old man.
when they said the guy from Samurai Jack, I thought it was gonna be Gendy
heck.
Tarkovsky, which I was gonna be like, damn, that's like a fucking legit teardrop.
Yeah.
That dude's dope, but it was the artist. I mean, that sucks too, but
Fuck that other guy. God damn. We sure do shit on it.
I'm a fucking dick. You guys know that shit.
damn.
Hilarious.
Holy fuck, we shit on shit. All right, where you guys want to start off, man? I know we went long as fuck last week.
It's my
Yeah,
birthday, by the
3
way,
hours.
everyone out
Well,
there.
happy birthday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're still
Oh,
dicks.
shit.
We didn't even say happy birthday to him.
It's all good.
It's happy birthday to Stitch.
It's just another day.
I know last week I was
you
listening to
say
the
so.
podcast like these motherfuckers better say happy birthday to me. Goddammit.
Oh.
No, I remember
I was
you
about to
weren't
quit.
here because
Yeah.
they were going on with the show, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
by the
Stitch.
way,
It's like, did we say White Blue is in here?
Okay, I
I'm
got
like,
it.
thanks, Stitch. Oh my boy.
Chris. Oh,
Taurus
his
gotta
name's
stick together.
Chris Riccardi. He also worked on Ren and Stimpy.
That's what it was,
That's
yeah.
what it was.
That's a classic show, man.
He's a great artist.
Good shit, good shit. All right, where you guys want to go first, man? We got a full list.
We need let's get Blue's take on Avengers Endgame because he's seen it twice.
Yes, I did.
All right.
I
Just
didn't.
can't take up the whole cast, though.
No, yeah. So first of all, from the beginning, no. Actually, I really enjoyed the movie. I would say it's probably maybe second favorite of the MC movies. I think Black Panther's still my number one, just because Black Panther had a pretty dope fucking soundtrack, which I think really helped that movie. But overall, I think I give the movie a 9 overall. I don't want to, because you guys talked about it last week, but there was a few issues I had with it, and then I watched this YouTube video that explained why bringing everybody back after 5 years was a really bad fucking idea, and it all makes sense once they started explaining it to me. Because first of all,
You gonna give the YouTube?
I don't know,
shout out,
I can't remember the channel. It might have been Screen Rant. Screen Rant.
I'm just gonna steal her shit. It's all right.
Well, they brought it up, and I was like, wow, this makes sense. But one of the things they mentioned is that like the infrastructure wouldn't be there to support all of a sudden the half the population coming back. So like the food chain wouldn't be there. Like, you know, people who makes food or like factories wouldn't be in place. There wouldn't really be much housing. I mean, there'd be abandoned houses, but like if you come back after 5 years, you're gonna go back to your house and find out that somebody's living there.
Oh,
And then, like-
that actually the amount would be not as much as you would think. So if you have like half the population missing, you're gonna use way less of what you were using to begin with.
But no, but then like all living creatures were gone too. So like the food all of a sudden is gonna shift
I didn't get the idea that it was all living things.
I got it.
Yeah,
was
they
all
said
living.
they said all.
Yeah,
because
because like there's a scene where like there's birds on the trees again or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
but Black Widow also said with.
Well, so if that's the case, then there's really no problem with the food chain then.
Yeah.
Well, no, but then you have like all these animals kind of running around.
Oh, if you think about it, technically more than half the people died. Because if there were car crashes
Yeah,
going on
yeah.
and shit. If the guy's flying a plane and the guy in the plane gets
Dusted,
dusted,
yeah.
the whole fucking plane's going down. So
You also got to think.
But then
the
like
collateral damage.
But then also,
of-
like, if the person was in the sky when they got snapped, are they gonna come back to where they were? So if they're flying an airplane's not there anymore, and
Apparently not,
Small
because
price to
we
pay.
don't see when we don't see where they got put, because it is 5 years later.
Yeah.
However, you got to remember, people that lost other people, they were grieving pretty hard. Some people might have offed themselves, so
Oh,
we
Well, then-
probably lost
yeah.
a good.
And people weren't fucking as much either. That was
Yeah.
that was for fucking sure.
yeah. And then the other thing was that like say like like me and the Sweetness was together and she got dusted, and then like I moved on, and then all of a sudden she comes back. It's like, how does like the whole legal system work? Because we're technically legally married,
yeah,
but
she's
she's
still gonna
supposed to be
get
dead.
half. She's gonna
Yeah. She could be like she gonna stab her finger and take half my shit.
But that's way better than being dead.
That's
Just
true.
saying.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was mass suicides after the snap. Within 5 years, a whole bunch of people probably wanted to,
Well,
quote unquote, join their loved ones and end themselves.
I think they kind of low-key alluded to that with the when they had the scene with Captain America when he's
Yes.
doing like the group and the guy's like serious, he's like
therapy.
crying, they're both
Yeah.
crying, So I mean I get that, but
But then also like when they show the scene of like the city, like there's cars everywhere, like everything, like the infrastructure is not in place to even support like the half the population, because like everything's kind of fucked up. There's
no, it's still the infrastructure that you have is
Still
still
there.
enough. It's
yeah,
still
but
there.
but there's like nobody really running things.
No,
like
you still have enough. You don't need all like that many people to run basic shit. Like you need people around to like run the electricity. Like there was nowhere in the movie where it showed that people were starving, that they're
No.
running out of food, that they didn't have electricity, didn't have water, didn't have any of their basic needs, and that shows me that their infrastructure was still sound, and scaling it back up to what it used to be. When it runs on its own, like electricity, as long as you have power plants running, it would be fine. Like, when people started coming back around, it would still hold the same infrastructure that it used to 5 years ago.
yeah, but like there wouldn't be. So think of it like this way. So if like there wouldn't be enough food to support the new people, because
Yes,
like you
there
couldn't
would.
go to the grocery store and buy groceries because there's not enough people working behind the scenes to get the groceries there.
But the people that died came back that could still work there. So there's a huge fucking plot hole with what they said.
It did take time for the infrastructure
No,
for it to
alright,
build back up.
no,
it would just happen overnight.
They're pretending that the people that died when they came back, they didn't know what the fuck happened. They didn't know how to go back to their old jobs. People would just pick up doing their old fucking jobs. This would be no problem. Like a farmer would just go back to doing farming shit. An IT guy go back doing IT guy shit. Like it's not like they would just come back to this infrastructure and not know what the fuck to do.
But it wouldn't be like day one starting.
Well, yeah, but they
It'll take
want
some time.
They want to be fine because there's enough shit in any city for a couple of days to like for everybody. If you stop the infrastructure right fucking now, we'll be good for a couple of days. There's enough shit in every single grocery store, enough shit in every single fucking restaurant, enough shit just to eat around your town to last you more than a couple days.
until people started looting.
I think you got a couple historical examples that we could take into account really quickly. Like after World War
II.
I or World War II, when you talk about like some of the Western European cities that got devastated with bombings and millions of people died. It did take a while to build things back up. It wasn't instantaneous when, to repopulate areas and, rebuild stuff. But
Same
just-
thing with Katrina.
I mean, just think about like right now. So if everything stopped working right now, I have enough food in my house to last me at least a month. At least a month for my family, and that's how most people are. Because most people have, in America, we have too much food in our house to begin with. I have 2 fucking refrigerators. Like, I don't need 2 fucking 2 refrigerators, really. I need one for beer, I guess. But
But I also will say that that's assuming that the grid doesn't go down. Like
it wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you're having trouble with power and electricity to keep a refrigerator and keep some of your items cold, then obviously
yeah.
that month
Well, no, even
drastically reduces.
even dried goods. Like I'm good. I know how to ration because I only need to eat once a day. So
I
most
hear
people
you.
probably can't. But if you stretch out your food, you're good for most people at least a solid week. They would survive for a week without anything new coming in.
It's most important to have water though. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
clean
That's
water.
why I usually have, like right now, I have 15 gallons of water in my house, like in jugs.
There you
Like
go.
pretty much at all times. And this is a pro tip: if the power goes out and you think there's some apocalyptic shit going on, plug up your tub and then start running water right away.
There you go.
Yeah. You can get also the tank part of your toilet.
Water. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the top
Yeah.
part. Yeah.
I know. I was
Just
going to
piss
say
in
the.
someone's mouth as well.
They also say the
That's
water
what I
heater
do.
too. Like you can get water from that as well, but it probably tastes like.
We got way off into survival
Yeah.
stuff. and,
Well, that's basically what happened with Endgame. But yeah, overall, I thought it was really cool. I mean, there's other plot holes that comes to mind, but they definitely followed because they joked about the whole time traveling thing. They mentioned like Back to the Future, Hot Tub Time Machine, The Time Machine, all these other different movies. But I feel like the logic that they used was from Dragon Ball Super, where like if you go back in time and change something, you create a whole new timeline. And that's the impression I got because it took a while to understand like, okay, if they go back in time and change something, then it's gonna change the future, but it's not because you're not changing your future, you're changing the future of the future, and that shit just got complicated. But I was like, no, they're just doing Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super timeline.
I think the best example is Nebula killing herself. Because when she kills herself, she doesn't disappear.
Well, not just that, like the fact that Tony snapped his finger and killed off all of Thanos and his whole entire fucking crew, they're from the past. So that whole timeline got all fucked up from that point on. And then the fact that Loki escaped with the Tesseract. So that, yeah, there's like multiple timelines that are going to be, that was created from this one instance.
I
It's
think
just
that,
like Zamazu said.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Jamba Juice?
Which we'll probably talk about it, I guess, in one of our topics. But Cronus called the multiverse aspect that looks like it's about to get possibly touched on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, even
Subway.
so, somebody brought. I'm glad you brought that up because somebody also said that they introduced the multiverse in Doctor Strange, and I'm like, not fucking really. Not really. Like, I have no idea what their point was. Well, I think what they were saying was with
Hulk talking to the chick, or
no, like
No,
in
original
in
Doctor
Doctor
Strange.
Strange, they talk about so when he goes and visits Dormammu, that's another universe technically.
okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not like most people don't understand that that's a different universe. So no, they didn't really touch upon the multiverse aspect. They kind of introduced it as like hell.
Yeah,
Really, but not another universe.
like
but
a pocket dimension or some shit.
yeah, but it's really basically another universe. So most people didn't understand that it was different. But yeah, in the new Far From Home, I guess you set it up to be a Spider-Man guy. So talk about
well, they released the Spider-Man home.
We're just going to cut him.
Oh,
Okay.
No, I'm
You
good.
done? All right. I just
Yeah.
want to make sure you got it in. Go ahead.
Okay,
we decided you was finished.
Yeah.
we had that Sandman from Apollo come out, so let's sweep it away.
Well,
Damn.
well, there's oh shit. I was gonna-
Sorry, man.
well, no, just thinking like one of my favorite scenes from the Endgame, other than the final fight scene and like fucking Captain getting Thor's hammer, which is fucking badass. Like everybody started cheering. Was I kind of like the fight scene between Black Widow and Hawkeye when they were trying to figure who's going to commit suicide to get the Power Stone. Oh, yeah, sorry, spoiler for you.
Soulstone.
Yeah, Soul Stone. And I don't know, I just thought that was kind of cool, and the fact that she died, I was like, oh, good riddance.
Yeah!
I'm just joking. I love.
You set that up well.
She's gonna come
Yeah.
back as Luke Cage. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Prodigy was happy.
Look, I just didn't care all that much about that scene.
So one quick question: do you guys think Gamora was dusted, or do you think
Wait, she was-
she's still out there?
No, so 24
which Gamora?
2014.
2014
Gamora.
Gamora
No.
is out there.
No,
she
she's
didn't
out
get
there.
dusted.
Are you
this-
sure?
Yes, she's
Yeah.
still out there. So
I have one clue that says that she's dusted.
I have a clue that says she's not. Go ahead, Cronus.
yeah, I don't think she is because it actually leads into like a storyline that's going on right now in Marvel where she kind of goes rogue and she gets a Power Stone and she starts killing a lot of people and she potentially can take over the mantle of Thanos.
So the reason why I feel like she got dusted is because when they show the team, the Guardians of the Galaxy on the ship, Gamora's sister is there. Gamora's sister was
Nebula
is there, but earlier she was with her sister. So why would she like leave her sister behind? Like why would her sister like leave all of a sudden? while
Well-
she
well-
goes onto the ship.
Peter Quill, because it's fucking super awkward with some guy that's in love with you that knew you for like years.
Yep.
And she's just like, I don't fucking know this dude.
But then like there's a scene where he's like scanning to try to find her, and she's not coming up on his scanners.
well, what is he scanning for?
He's scanning for her. Like it said they have the picture of her, and it's like searching, and it's like
just
trying
said
to find her.
whereabouts unknown.
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah.
So she is a fucking super assassin. It'd be hard to find her in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like when Tony Stark made the snap, he made the snap for basically everybody who's on the side of Thanos, and
But
since she
was-
came with
wasn't.
them,
She was with their side. She
But
turned
she-
against him.
she came with them. So I think it only comes down to what did Tony snap his fingers for? Was it anybody who came from 2014 with Thanos,
Well-
or is it anybody on Thanos'
I think
side?
it was Thanos' side because she was definitely fighting against Thanos.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
and not,
it's-
yeah.
and not only that,
so
like
she might have been dusted.
if she was dusted, Peter would have known because he was by her side the last time we see them, and then she like disappears, and so I think Guardians 3 may focus on him trying to find her.
Have you seen her?
Yeah.
So Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah, let's
now
talk
I'm
about
Spider-Man.
Grab that wheel.
So they dropped the, I guess, was this the second trailer?
Yes, full trailer or second trailer. You're right.
Second trailer. And I'm always conflicted because I normally one trailer I'm good, and I was like, all right, let me watch this. It was all over every timeline on social media, so I watched it.
Well, it's really cool because like when the trailer first starts, the main guy comes out and say,
Tom
hey,
Holland,
yeah,
yeah.
he's like, hey, if you haven't seen Endgame, don't watch this. It's gonna be a heavily spoiler for Endgame. Which
I like how he did that
worked.
because he is notorious for
yeah.
Yeah.
spoiling shit and giving away the movie.
Disney had a fucking gun on his back.
So in the trailer, you see him talking with Mysterio, and
Gyllenhaal, right?
yes, we've all talked about it. I've been saying it for years now. I take all these trailers with a grain of salt because we don't know the context. We don't know what's actually going to be in the movie, and they mix and match whatever.
Sometimes
How-
they fake you out.
Exactly.
They did it with the Endgame.
But
Oh,
they
yeah.
told us though this time. They said we put some fake shit up in there.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we'll just see what's actually in the movie. But I mean, you see them talking. They appear to be friendly of some sort. Peter's got he's got his mask off, so, and he knows who he is, and he's in what's it called? Nick Fury, Prodigy's boy, starts talking about he's from Earth, not our Earth, but a different Earth, and talks about how when Thanos did his snap, or when Tony did this, what did he say? When the snap happened, it sort of, I guess, weaved these timelines and stuff with what's going on in the actual world. There was a second trailer thing because I wanted to rewatch it just to make sure I heard it right.
Yep.
And I guess there was another sort of like an actual scene clip where he's talking with him and he explains it and he talks about, oh, you're from Earth 616. I'm from Earth 820, whatever the fuck number he says. And it's like a 30-second clip of him and Mysterio actually talking and explaining it. It's not like cut like a trailer is. It's like, I guess, like a actual clip from the movie. And I was like, oh shit. So it seems like it could be potentially real about this whole multiverse and possibly going into secret worlds. Secret Wars. But we are dealing with Mysterio, fucking illusions and all kinds of crazy shit. So we don't know the full context of what's going on. But it does seem like it could be setting a new chessboard for pieces.
Can I give you a secret right now? I looked at the list of the names of the movies that are coming out. Black Panther, Secret Invasion is the name of the movie.
Well, I thought they didn't release. Yeah, I didn't see them do the
I think
official. I just saw release dates, but not official
Well,
names.
That was the
saw it
last I
today.
had saw, but
Yeah.
I didn't.
I think they posted like today or yesterday.
Because they had names, they had dates reserved, but they didn't
So I'm
have
sorry,
titles
it's Secret Empire is what it's called.
But is that official from Marvel?
Is that a comic or is that an official MCU slated?
I saw it somewhere. Shit.
Was this today?
Yeah, it was today.
Okay.
And it was a list of like the MCU going forward.
Yeah.
And now I
'Cause
can't fucking find
I've
it.
seen a lot of. I mean, the only two movies I know that are basically confirmed, but yet not announced, are the Black Widow movie because that's starting filming. I think the end of this month or early
It
next
started
month.
today.
Was
Well,
it today?
no,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I
Yeah.
saw something
And
today.
then the Eternals because that's been all over the net about Angelina Jolie going in, them trying to cast the actor that played Robb Stark from Game of Thrones and another actor that they're trying to add on to that. So the Eternals is supposed to be ramping up. Those are the only two that I have seen that are like quote unquote official, but not have been.
That's saying Guardians Volume 2.
Yeah, we're
So it
looking
must
at
be older.
pictures of some. Looks like a possible MCU timeline.
Okay, maybe it was bullshit because I definitely saw it on like a timeline or a roadmap type deal.
Yeah.
But now I cannot find it. It just says
Yeah,
Black Panther.
I think
Oh, wait,
I
no,
know.
this is
I
old.
think I saw it too.
It sounds like some.
It's like for Phase 4.
Yeah, it sounds like some fanboy
Yeah, it's
stuff.
Phase 4.
Well, while he's still looking, what did you think of this
So-
trailer?
no,
This is your shit,
it,
right?
it looked really good. I mean, I don't want to get too hyped for it, but it looks really cool. They do. I could hear you laughing and heckling when they show the Iron Man mural and stuff.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you. Who else am I talking to?
Yeah, that's the one.
I could hear you cackling all the way from Hayward
Look,
or whatever. Being
look.
like, oh, Pimp Tony or whatever.
Look,
But-
Tony saved the goddamn world. We all saw that, and I respect the fact that you're seeing in the real world examples of people being grateful to their god. You know
What
I
the
mean?
hell?
That's fine with me. You know?
I suppose he did with the gauntlet. Make
Yeah,
God
and the world
status.
knows it. The world's putting up murals to their god. I love it. You know what I mean? I'm down.
guess
I mean,
I'll
a
let that
fallen
slide.
hero, yeah. Someone who brought everybody's loved ones back.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, he invented the Infinity, the Stark version of the Infinity Gauntlet, so he gets credit.
So we don't, and the thing is with it being Mysterio, it's gonna be such a mind fuck on what actually is going on. He's the master of illusions and everything, so it's gonna be interesting because I'm sure there's gonna be it just in the trailer alone they look friendly, like they're working on the same side.
Yeah.
But then based on what they're saying, they're two different universes, so you don't know how Mysterio even. Because I think he says like, "Oh, we could use someone like you where I'm from."
Yeah.
So does in his universe is there no Spider-Man?
I thought that the 8-something world had a UK Spidey in
Yeah,
it, like that number.
There's a couple of universes that either don't have a Spider-Man or definitely not Peter Parker.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Well,
what was I gonna say? I think it's interesting that they're introducing Mysterio, and it'd be good if he is from another universe, because having Mysterio in the current R universe would be great for the Oben Logan timeline, because he's the one that really
Forgot about that.
fucks up. Well, he doesn't fuck up Logan, but he tricks Logan into killing all the X-Men.
Yeah.
And that really is like one of the things that starts off like the villains winning everything in his timeline.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
I don't
You
think they
can't, you
could
can't have him
touch-
be a one and done though.
Oh, yeah.
To do that.
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
I
that's why I
can't
said
foresee.
if he's from a different universe, then that's
Yeah.
fine, because then they could have Mysterio from this universe. be the
What
bad
is-
guy.
I'm with you.
Is Mysterio part of the Sinister Six?
I've seen him in
believe
there.
so, yeah. I've seen him in
I've
there.
seen him in there. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't hate this trailer at all. I know you want me to hate it or for some crazy reason, Stitch. I'm not as hyped as I was for Spider-Verse because that just knocked it out of the fucking park.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm cautiously optimistic about it. I want to. It looks like Happy might be hitting on Aunt May, and then we did get confirmation that Aunt May was dusted. So that was
Yes,
something I asked
Aunt
last
May was-
week.
Wait. Oh, okay.
May was dusted, yeah.
So that it's going to fill in some pieces. I heard also that it might take place immediately after Endgame.
Wait,
Which
I
is
think
also
I think
interesting.
in the trailer, I think they said it does happen like right after Endgame.
It does happen after Endgame, but I don't know about immediately. Maybe
heard
a
it-
month or two?
Well,
Is that immediate?
that's kind of one of the problems I have with
Pretty
the trailer
close.
was that like Peter's like obviously grieving over Tony dying, but like we don't see him really grieving over his uncle passing away. And
I thought
Tony is his god.
I thought we
fucking
moved past that.
ridiculous.
No more Ben. We already
Yeah.
been with. I mean, it's been months since Ben's gone. Let's move on. This is a fresh death. So let the man mourn, or
we-
the boy mourn.
We always know, even if he's not like openly weeping and whatnot, Peter Parker still thinks about his uncle. Come on now, we know that. And you know,
I think it's all Pimp Tony. What are you talking about?
Ah,
that's his uncle.
Uncle
Pimp
Tony,
right?
Prodigy needs reassurance. He needs lines above Spider-Man's head to say Spider Sense.
Sure do.
He needs to see Hulk actually throwing his shoulder and extending his fist for him to be fighting.
yeah, apparently so.
I agree with Prodigy on that, actually, about the
at
Hulk
that.
not fighting in Endgame. I thought that was a disgrace to the character. They had every single fucking opportunity. They had big-ass guys. I'm like, Hulk's going to get him. Where the fuck is the Hulk?
Did Groot fight? Was Groot doing anything? I
I
don't
don't
remember
know.
Groot.
Did Mantis fight?
Groot was.
Go ahead. Please go.
Listen, if you have a fucking Juggernaut-type giant fucking thing, the Hulk should be somewhere in that fucking scene. There's no excuse for that shit.
There really isn't. And I'll say this too, and just to piggyback on that, I didn't mind. People think I hated the Professor Hulk stuff. No, I don't mind. It reminded me a little bit of Hank Pym, but I didn't mind that at all. But when it's time for action, like you have a alien invasion, Thanos is back, just like you gave some love to Cap and Tony and Thor wanting revenge on Thanos. Hulk would want to fight.
Yeah, let's not forget. Hold on. This is literally called Avengers Endgame, right? You had an Avenger that's the fuck in the original group that doesn't really do shit as far as fighting goes.
He takes selfies.
Yeah.
with kids.
So I'm gonna say
It's still a 10 to me, by the way. Still a 10.
and that's totally fine.
But what Prodigy was saying, he says that Russo Hulk does not fight versus Hulk being in the fight. Now, as
Oh, Ninja, you're wrong.
Don't
Sorry.
bring me
Here's
in.
the
No,
thing.
don't. Yeah,
well, no, I'm just saying no.
Stitch backing up. He don't want none of the smoke.
But when we saw the film, Hulk is in the front line. He's like in the first defense.
Jesus Christ.
So
Even though it cuts away,
he could have died too.
he could have, but we
But
see
you don't
him-
know. A lot of shit could have happened.
Silver Surfer was jacking off on Tony's corpse. That happened off screen. Old Ninja.
It's not what I'm saying. I said, dude, there is a scene with
the
Hulk
director's cut, right?
in the first fucking line. What does he do? Disappear after running into a
We don't know.
horde?
That's the point.
Look, man. You need... Hulk is known for his fighting. Number one. It would be like in this new Spider-Man film, there's zero webbing by Spidey.
Yeah.
Or in a new Batman film, there's no Batmobile.
If you ask
No
anybody,
detective shit happening.
No detective shit.
anybody that reads comics, what does Hulk do? He smashes.
Yeah.
He didn't. His smashing in this movie was literally a joke. He dented a car and he threw a fucking motorcycle half-heartedly.
Even
That's all he
old,
fucking
even
did.
old Hulk in the movie fucked up shit.
Yeah.
he like stomped on a fucking alien dude.
Yeah. And it's not too much to ask for, again, the original 6 to all get, kind of some justification and some meaty scenes. We got it with Tony. We got it with Cap. We got it with, even though I didn't
Hawkeye.
particularly love it, but you got it with Hawkeye and Nat too.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah, Nat was fighting and Hulk wasn't. I'm just like, dude, what the fuck?
Disrespectful.
Like I said, he's in the front lines. How can you say that he's not in the
They
fight?
show him because they don't show him in the fight.
They don't show it, but they show him like all of a sudden what they do
we
cut
go.
and he disappears from the fight. Is he like
Not
fucking
a
looking
single.
at PowerPoint?
I will say it again for
He ain't
everybody.
looking at anime
I'll say it
titties
again
off
for
to the side.
I'll say it again for everybody who missed it. Not a single motherfucking punch is thrown by Hulk in Endgame. Not a single one.
then just like you saying you got a girlfriend and she's never around.
She's
We never
from
seen her
Canada.
ever.
Yeah, it's just not on screen, man, and it's a glaring omission.
I'll give you that. It's not on screen, but
It's not in the movie.
But to
hold
say
on,
that-
hold on.
To say
You-
that
wait,
he's
wait,
not in
wait.
the fight.
It's not in the fucking movie.
It's
Can
not
you
to
say
say
that?
he's not
Can
in
you
the
say
fight.
it's not in the fucking movie, old ninja?
I
Are you
just
able to
said-
say those words?
I just said you don't
Is
see
it
it
not
on
in the
screen.
It's not in the
You
movie.
just said it.
It's not in the fucking movie.
It's not in the screen.
Jesus fucking Christ! You hear this?
I'm gonna say that it's not on screen.
It's not in the fucking movie.
It's not on
Last
screen.
week, this motherfucker's talking about director's cut and the bonus feature.
I said probably.
yeah. Speculating hard. It ain't in
Look
the
at
fucking
that.
movie. Go to fucking
I
hell.
said it's not on screen. Back the fuck up.
It's
Eat a
like
dick.
it's like Harry Potter not casting a single fucking spell
Yeah.
on a Black Star movie. Like seriously. Oh, but he might have done it.
Yeah. Come on.
See,
mean, he
we
was
see-
there.
we see, dude,
He had a wand in his
He should
hand.
have done it.
Ah, we
Come
see him
on.
rushing to the fight. It just cuts away to a different fight scene.
That's lame as
but
fuck.
but then to say that he's not in the fight,
That's lame as
He
fuck.
does not.
Wait.
Jesus Christ, you can't understand the English.
I
He
said
does
in the
not
fight.
fight in the movie. Not a single goddamn motherfucking punch anytime in the 3 hours.
The real thing is nobody cares though.
Oh,
I
damn.
We care.
Yeah, I mean.
Damn.
So my question is,
The check's cleared. They roll it in
Hulk has
money.
a pretty high healing factor, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
will he
Arguably
recover
the best.
from the snap? Because his arm and shit was all fucked up. Like,
We talking about
he-
cosmic
He'll
shit though.
recover eventually.
Yeah, he talked about before the snap and putting on the glove that it was mostly gamma radiation and he could absorb it.
Yeah.
That would have been a perfect time for him to rage level the fuck up and
Yeah.
say, "Where is fucking Thanos? I'm coming for that ass."
He was holding up the rubble.
Yeah,
but Ant-Man had to come back and help him.
He did.
They were like trapped. But
it's all good.
Ant-Man was a bigger.
Yeah,
role
he
player.
probably
Well, he really was.
He-
You're absolutely right. Ant-Man was fucking boss in this.
Yeah. One thing that I just remember about the movie, the one problem I had, I actually
back to
forgot this character was in the entire fucking movie was Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't until like at the end when she shows up, like, oh fuck, I forgot she was in this.
She didn't have much screen time. There's
No,
no doubt about it. That's
she
not
did not.
shade or anything. That's
Yeah.
just
No,
facts.
it's true. She had maybe total 15 minutes.
Yeah, maybe.
Total.
Maybe.
Test.
Did your shit cut out?
Oh, they.
All right,
Wait,
wait,
no.
We can't hear you.
I can't. I didn't hear you.
No.
No.
Negative.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
This is.
But-
we have found a way miraculously to go back to another hour of Endgame.
Yeah, right. Okay, kind of going back to
It's
Spider-Man.
This is a big ass film.
It
I mean,
was.
shit.
It's
This
huge.
This
$2 billion.
This may actually hit Prodigy's prediction.
Ain't no maybe. It's on track to do over 3.2 right now
So
worldwide.
It's only like
Billion with a B.
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
it's been. This will be the third week.
Yeah, going
Yeah.
into the third.
So
Damn.
Prodigy may actually have a W in 2019. We'll see though.
We'll
It's a
see.
tie. We'll see. But you taking a lot of L's this year, bro.
that's all right.
Broken clocks.
Oh,
They rate twice a day.
damn.
Hey, when does Spidey drop?
July?
Is that a July one?
Soon.
July
It's
weekend?
June, I thought.
Yeah, like
yeah,
July
4th.
17th.
It's like July. I thought it was July 2nd.
I thought it
or
was
some shit.
June.
Here.
And this is the last MCU we get of this year,
Of
right?
this year.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
And then we
this is
switch
supposed to be the
over.
last of phase
Phase
Phase 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
what-
but then we ramp up
Go ahead.
to some Star Wars.
But I was gonna say, kind of staying on Spider-Man.
Bitch.
I love the scene where Nick Fury comes into picture and like he knocks out Toshi, whatever his
What
name
the
is.
fuck, Ned?
Yeah. We know who that really
Racist
is.
motherfucker.
We know who that really is.
Oh wait,
But
Spider-Man is July.
Genki.
July 2nd.
Genki, yeah, Genki.
His name is
July
Genki.
2nd.
It's not fucking Ned. Who are you fooling? You stole him from fucking Miles Morales. That's worse than cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
They appropriate a whole fucking person.
Yeah.
How the fuck you do that?
Let me take your homeboy.
But
So they
I
stole
feel-
from themselves.
I talked about this in our group chat, but they missed out on an opportunity where Spider-Man's telling Nick Fury like, "Hey, I'm just your neighborhood Spider-Man, whatever," and Nick Fury's all, "Bitch," he's like, "Bitch, please, you've been in outer space, something like that." I really wanted him to say, "Motherfucker, please, you've been outer space." I would have
could
got in
be.
line already for
Yeah.
my goddamn tickets because I know we were talking about how like they want the PG-13 rating and they can't drop an F-bomb, but
They
like,
can
there's-
do it in the. I don't think
They
they
can
can
do
say
it
it in a
once.
No, no,
commercial.
no. So the thing is that
No, that's definitely not
we went
commercial.
through a conversation. So if you have a PG-13 movie, you can only say fuck once,
Yeah.
and that's it. If
Okay.
you say it more than once, it's a fucking rated R movie.
Wow.
Fucking dumb.
Yeah.
You might as well get your money's worth.
Yeah. so if he does say motherfucker, it'll be in the movie, and that's it. And definitely, you can't really curse in a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unless it's a
So-
red band.
but yeah. So yeah, I'm with you though. If we didn't say motherfucker, it'd have been funnier. But PG-13, that's where the money is.
But it's funny how motherfucker is better than bitch. Cause he says
What?
bitch, please,
This is
you've been
true.
out of space,
That's bitch.
but
Yeah.
you can't say motherfucker.
Well, because the thing is, because bitch has another meaning.
Yep.
Fuck
Female
has
dog.
only one meaning.
That's true.
It has one meaning, but many meanings.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? But it's always the foul part.
Yeah.
It can be a noun and an adjective.
Yeah. Y'all remember when PG-13 movies had titties in them?
Still do.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, when PG-13 first out, you can have one pair of titties and still be PG-13.
You know, it's crazy. I was watching a video today, even though I already knew this, but they were talking about how Blade is the movie that really started it off, that made the MCU possible.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
of course.
So if you look back in the day, if you watch, most people that listen to this podcast are probably younger than us. So in
That's
our
scary.
days, in our days, comic books were great, but in the 90s, Marvel was in fucking trouble. They actually went bankrupt. I don't know
Yeah.
if y'all knew this.
That's why Disney got
Yeah.
some of the right, or Fox and
Those
Disney.
were Fox,
Well,
Universal.
Well, they
Sony.
started like piecing out a lot of their stuff. So they started going bankrupt, and because they made a string of shitty movies, and the prices of comics went up significantly in the 90s. It went to like $1, like 75 or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Back then it was like a lot of money, but I mean, if you're a kid,
Yeah.
but today it's like nothing, right? So basically, they were on the downslope. Marvel was. And it's hard to believe today. Even though today they're kind of on the downslope, but not really.
Yeah.
Because the MCU is like saving them, right?
Of course.
But they had a string of really bad movies. They had a movie that was so bad they never released it. It was the first Fantastic Four.
Yep.
They made the movie and it was never fucking released. That's
Yeah.
a true fucking story.
Well, I think you could find it on YouTube.
No,
You probably
you
can,
can,
yeah.
and you can also get it at fucking conventions. It's on VHS. You can buy it. It's like $30 or some bullshit.
What's funny because like I guess I'm not sure if the studios or the director paid money for it not to be released. 'cause it was
Probably
so fucking bad.
You know,
Yeah.
it's by a famous director too, Roger Corman. He like a lot of people studied under him, and he did a lot of like classic horror.
It
films.
looked like dog shit though. To be honest, Gotta be honest, looked like dog shit.
Yeah.
But Avi Arad, he is the guy who came up with the idea of first Marvel films, and then they transformed it. He made Marvel films, and that's right when they went bankrupt, so they made Marvel Studios, and that's when they decided to make Blade.
Yeah.
And Blade was like, most people today don't understand that Blade was a Marvel movie.
Exactly.
And it was I'm pretty sure, maybe we should do like a watching party.
That would be a nice little series for us to put together. That would be pretty cool.
Because I have very fond memories of this movie.
Of course.
Very fond memories of this movie.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
I like 2 as well.
Even over the first one, like the way the vampires died didn't look that great.
No.
Like 2 and 3 that looked way better when they died.
Yeah.
But it was still, they were great stories. I liked how Blade was saved by a woman a lot. You know, it was like really good. They did really good character development. Excellent fucking movie. They didn't make hardly any movie. I think they made zero money off that movie, even though it was like their highest grossing movie to date.
Wow.
And that's after that they saw that, hey, at least we're not losing money.
Yep.
So then they started making. Then they made Spider-Man. They sold the rights to Spider-Man to Sony. And then they made something like $25,000 off the movie because of the licensing.
Yeah.
And then they made X-Men, but there's also another licensed movie, and they made like maybe 60 something million, even though the movie made like 600 or 800 million dollars.
Yeah.
And so after that, that's when Avi Arad suggested making their own studio.
Yeah.
And that's when they started making fucking money again. And that's when, you know, they after that obviously they got bought by Disney, but they started making a bunch of money.
Yeah.
But Blade started it.
Don't forget in the interim they had some Daredevil and Elektra.
Yeah, those were all shit. But
And
those
Ghost
are all,
Rider.
Yeah. Yeah, all bad. But those are not Marvel Studios films.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who made? I can't remember who made those. But anyway.
I don't know.
When
But
they were licensed, but yeah, they were shit movies.
if you look still at the MCU films, Avi Arad is still producer on like a good majority
Dude,
of them.
he's producing Naruto. He's producing a whole bunch of other movies that are coming out.
See, the reason why I really love this dude is that he has been pushing a Mass Effect movie since like Mass Effect 2. And
Live action?
Yeah, live action.
Okay.
He's like the one pushing for it. He's trying to find a studio, trying to push the concept, and he's still working on that, even though he's working with Marvel.
And he's an older guy. He's in like his late 70s.
Yeah.
And he's still pushing for these fantastic movies to come out. So, bravo on him. I think that he's one of the guys that people don't even recognize that really had a lot to do with some of their favorite movies.
Nice.
And I think he needs to get more attention to like what he's contributed to Marvel and comic book movies and just like fantasy movies in general.
So that's some props. I like that. That's a good synopsis.
Dude, I'm looking at the box office numbers for Daredevil, the one with Ben Affleck, and it actually didn't do too bad. I mean, they had a $75 million budget, but they made like $180 million.
It's not bad.
Yeah, but the problem is that with licensing though, that was the problem. When you license something, you lose money. Like,
Yeah.
You're likely to lose money on it, unless it like blows the fuck up. And so that's what Marvel kept doing wrong in the beginning. So when they had Spider-Man and the X-Men, they didn't make shit because it was licensed.
Yeah.
Blade didn't actually make that much money.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about it, it's a cult classic now, but when it first came out, I watched it. Everybody fucking loved it. But there are people that were generally like comic book nerds, which back then there wasn't a lot of us. All right, like it was. If you were a nerd back then, it was almost like an offensive word.
Of course, yeah.
You know?
And don't forget, I mean, a true rated R. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
rated
it was
R.
nothing like these PG-13 blockbusters that we have hit after hit. You can't take your kids to Blade.
No.
It was like 18. I was just about to go into college, you know, when that one dropped or whatever. You know, I was
Was it?
17,
Yeah.
18, something like
97, 98?
No, it should have been 97. So you
that.
definitely
Okay,
weren't.
okay,
okay, just
98,
about to.
yeah.
All right, 1 year before. But
What came out in '98?
98. Okay, then that's
Yeah.
the year I graduated.
Yeah, I know I was out of high school.
What month? Because I've been
August 21st, so
That's
right
why I
around your
watched
birthday.
it. Yeah. That's
after.
why I watched it. Yeah, that movie was fucking awesome. And then 2 months later, I went to the Marine Corps. Yeah.
Should we knock out Thrones so we can get on some of the new topics?
Okay.
That way we.
Yeah, we don't have to do a full recap. But
Yeah.
let's talk about our impressions on it. Go ahead.
Team Sansa, fucking Sansa, doing moves. She's the
Spoiler alert.
She's trying to make the money moves.
She's like little. She learned from Littlefinger. She's no longer a little bird. She's and I like when she explained it. She's like, yeah, all those things. I mean, her getting raped and captured and fucking tortured and all kinds of shit. It turned her outside that little bird. Now she knows how to play the game. Meanwhile, Dany is doing dumb shit over and over and over
She
again.
got played.
Again,
Yeah.
we've seen this. I've
Lost
talked about
another
it.
one. Yeah.
Fucking just being dumb.
Oh, hey, spoiler alert. Sorry.
It's all good.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's way
48
better.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah. Just being fucking stupid. Even when like they're explaining, it sounds like we need to rest. We just got our asses whooped. The men need to recover. My brother's dragon's all fucked up or whatever, and I need to take it to the shop. And she's like, nah, let's roll or whatever. And she's just like, I don't think it's a good idea. Well, I was here when you wanted to do your thing. Now you don't want to do when I do things that fucking lame ass girlfriend argument that your girlfriend be giving you. Oh, I went to go do this, but I didn't want to. Now you need to go watch this musical.
Maybe that's your girl argument. Not my girl argument. 'Cause I'm just like, no.
I ain't going shopping with you.
You want to go where? Michael's? No.
So literally, the plan is okay. We're gonna blah blah blah, and John's gonna take this, and Danny, you're gonna oversee the fleet and go in this way, blah blah blah, with the dragons. All right, ready, break. And she had one fucking job: fly your fucking dragon and keep an eye out and protect the fucking ships.
Yeah, but that dragon was fucked up, though. They should have just sat. Yeah.
Well, yeah, she shouldn't have been the plan shouldn't have even left the fucking garage.
Yeah.
But all right, if you push so hard for this fucking plan, at least do what the fuck you said you were going to do.
Yeah, so this okay. So I'm gonna be real honest with you right now, because obviously the book is not done yet. It's not out.
Yep.
If it gets
And
finished.
even though this season has been good, you can 100% tell George R.R. Martin did not write this shit.
Proof.
Because this seems like way too fucking reckless for somebody that wants that fucking throne back.
Yep.
And they've already even said, both George R.R. Martin and the guys that make the series Game of Thrones, that the book and the series are going to be different. And hopefully this will be one of the differences, because it seems like really reckless. Like, you're so close. You're so close. It's like if you're hitting on the hottest chick you know, and all of a sudden you just say some dumb shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like you don't do
You got
something
titties
like
like my ex.
that. Yeah. It's like, dude, like,
Holy
you're about to close the deal. The dick is almost inside. And shit like that.
Yeah.
And then it's all
That should be the
done.
name of the episode.
Her
Like
pussy
my
turns
ex.
into the Sahara Desert, and all of a sudden you're at home jacking off.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's basically what happened to Daenerys.
Yeah. She's supposed to watch out for the fleet, and she's fucking texting him driving the fucking dragon, and kaboom, fucking gets fucking shanked or whatever. Then shank. I was like,
No. Them dragons got thunder speared. We'll come back to that.
Oh, damn.
uh-oh.
Yeah,
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing. All right. Wait, I see you.
Dragon goes down and shit. Fucking hits the earth. We lose John's
That
dragon.
was John's dragon.
We lose. You lose your man's dragon. Your man's dragon.
Should we call him John or Aegon at this point?
Oh,
He's-
does it
he's-
matter though?
Well, I mean, he's fucking his aunt, so
No.
It's truth.
like a Targaryen.
And they
I
want,
guess.
yeah. See, hold on.
Yeah.
Cronus once again brought this shit up because this is talked about between Tyrion and Varys, where one of them points out that Targaryens have been fucking each other for generations,
True.
and the other one's all like, Jon was raised as Stark. The Starks don't do that shit. So what are they gonna do? Because one of his solutions to the problem is that they marry. And that should quell a bunch of
That
shit.
ain't never a
Hold on,
solution
yeah,
to
I
a
was like,
problem.
Hold on, but she's so pretty though.
Oh!
Just saying. I can say that because obviously I didn't really do her.
And,
Yeah.
and what about Danny with her stupid ass fucking? You can't do this. You not gonna say nothing. We gonna be together. You not gonna tell them. And John's like, that's my family.
Yeah.
Her
Blood
being that
thicker than water.
yeah, stupid ass girl. Stupid. I can't wait for her to die.
Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
She got
Send
to go.
your hate mail to hey, it's Stitch.
Send your hate tweets and hey, it's Stitch. It's B's and BTI.
So
Damn.
after she wrecks her brother's car, she decides for a minute it looks like she's gonna dive bomb the fucking fleet. She manages to, or the dragon manages to avoid some arrows. I don't know what the fuck's going on because it doesn't make sense how she's going straight at all these fucking arrows and avoiding it. And then what is she? She just bounces and lets the ships. You were supposed to be the bodyguard, the Secret Service on the boats.
She didn't want that smoke.
No, and she just bailed, and then he gets her advisor kidnapped. Her advisor gets fucking off with her headed.
Redbone got got.
Yeah, Mountain fucking did Hassan chop.
But I will say,
Yeah, the silly thing is, so I mean, if you have a fucking dragon, you obviously have air superiority. Especially back then, there's no fucking air attacks.
Yep.
All she had to do is fucking fly straight the fuck up,
Yep.
and then you come do a strafing attack and kill all those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do. You just fly straight up,
Flank
make
them.
a left or a right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
and then
Flank
come
'em.
straight
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
and just fucking fire on all
Yeah.
of them.
We all played Assassin's Creed 3 when
Yeah.
we're doing the ship battles and shit. When the ship gets
Yeah.
behind you, you're like, fuck, I gotta turn around.
But they kept pointing out that she brought in civilians into the capital, so them trying to take
well,
them
that's
out.
before. The ocean
I'm,
battle.
I'm talking about, this the
Oh,
ship attack.
against the ships. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because ships they can't maneuver that well.
Yeah.
Even those fucking scorpion things, they don't move that. And if you're flying straight up and you just come above the clouds, turn around, make a left or a right, and you strafe them, there's literally nothing they can do about that shit.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And even their aim is going to be way off if you're super high.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Because they had to have seen the dragon way before. She just was oblivious, just fucking stargazing or whatever the fuck she was doing. Had it on autopilot. And
gotta
then,
mention my girl though.
which one?
Redbone
Oh,
got
Redbone.
kidnapped.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
Oh,
Missandei.
Missandei? God damn, she's fine as fuck.
Yeah.
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 But a fucking soldier.
Oh,
You gotta
yeah.
give her props.
You know what's funny to me? I saw like an article that was saying, "What does Dracarys mean?" We'll explain it. I'm like, it's obviously
Really?
means fucking fire.
Do
What,
you
know
watch
what's
the
fucking
show?
yeah, I'm like, that's a dumbass article.
Oh, God.
They've been saying that for like 7
Yeah,
seasons.
whoever wrote that article, you need to be fucking fired and fucking beat the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like
What was the word?
Dracarys.
Yeah, but on the show,
It means that set that motherfucker on fire.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
But
it
I was
means.
gonna say
It's
Chris
like-
Brown said that in one of his rap songs.
that's
Shit, even the actress herself tweeted Dakaris and burned the bitch up.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
But it also, and like Kronos was saying, how you can just sort of tell it seems rushed, some of this production stuff.
Yeah.
They literally line up the last pieces of the chessboard or whatever for Cersei. If she wanted to just eliminate it and just be
Yep.
like game over, checkmate, she could have just
Coulda.
opened fired on them when they
Right
were
there.
standing in front of the gate. I thought Tyrion was going to get lit up. He should have got lit up.
And it wasn't that many people too.
Nope.
No,
And they-
she went with
yeah.
like 50 people.
Yeah.
50 people standing there. The dragon's off in the
dragon
back.
went
The
back.
dragon was smart. He was like, I seen what those
I
things
saw my
do.
brother die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird. Don't get me wrong. I'm still enjoying the season.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I'm still enjoying it, but it's obviously a departure from the way that George R. R. Martin writes shit. What I read about, leading up to this season, I think it made it even worse because they said that, oh my God, you're going to have so much action. You're going to have stuff worse than the Red Wedding. No, we fucking didn't.
No,
Not
we're
so far.
close.
We
Not
got 3
yet.
left, but I doubt that
Two.
fucking...
We got 2 left.
2 left. Sorry. I doubt that most of the people are going to fucking die. I seriously doubt it.
I have no idea.
So
I don't
for,
know.
for it to be the Red Wedding, to me, I would need Sansa to die, Jon Snow to die, Arya to die, fucking...
Cersei would have to win.
Yeah, she would have to basically. Yeah, I'm just like,
Yep.
that should not be possible.
But shout out to her. What's her name? The actress.
Oh, Lena Headey.
Her facial expressions are
great.
so fucking good.
She
Like
kills
when
it.
she's
So-
on that wall, and she's like, "This is gonna be good. I'm just gonna keep this straight face."
So you know what's funny? I didn't know this until today,
What?
but did you know that Lena Headey and the guy that plays Braun, they were dating?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I heard
And-
about that.
So they were dating and had a bad breakup, and that's why you never see them in the same scene.
Shut the
Now.
fuck up.
Yeah.
Really?
I heard
This is
about
real,
this.
Yeah, this is real talk.
I heard they had to like redo their contract so they can never be on
Yeah,
screen
they're
together.
never in
That's
the
fucking petty.
They're
I
in the
love
same
it.
scene. I'm just like, what the fuck? There's like a whole bunch of like crazy Game of Thrones shit
Jesus
that happens
That's
in
Christ.
this.
hilarious.
Yeah, and like apparently the guy that plays Tyrion Lannister, I forget his name right now.
Yeah.
He's a great actor.
Oh, Peter Dinklage?
Yeah, Peter Dinklage. He almost turned down the role, but literally George R. R. Martin. There was only like 1 or 2 people where they said like, "This is who I want for this role," and that was him.
Nice.
And he almost turned it down because he was like, "I don't want to do some medieval shit."
Yeah, he would have been kicking himself. So
Yeah, but he's like the only person. Like,
know.
I can't imagine anybody. First of all, there's very few little people actors out there, and second of all, there's very few good
Yeah.
Yeah.
little person actors. Like
That
he's
caliber?
legit, like the best.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
Everybody loves him.
Uh,
This is the role he'll be known for probably
For
the
a
rest of
while.
his life.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
You watch Elf. I mean, he's the guy, the asshole,
He's the-
fucking little
True,
person.
Yeah. He's in a bunch. If you've ever seen Death at a Funeral,
Oh yeah, he's had roles.
he's in both of
This
them.
is-
Oh, he's
This
like
is
gay
big.
in that one.
This is big time
Yeah,
shit.
that's what threw me up. He was
Yeah.
fucking gay, but he's in the American version and the British version.
Okay,
We also
hold on,
was
let's
in-
go back to Game of Thrones real quick.
Thor.
I got to give props on something. Jamie is the ultimate fuckboy.
Whoa.
God damn!
I bet you so many women out there were like, I knew a dude like that.
Yeah!
It was crying.
Jamie said, "Oh, you a virgin, huh? Let me tap
Challenge
that ass,
accepted.
booted and scooted on him,
Hey.
on her. Wow!
He had to change fucking hands, give her the golden fist.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Damn! And I felt bad for my homeboy,
Padre.
redhead.
Oh,
Oh, Termon.
Termon was just
Come
like,
on.
"Hey, I'm drunk. We won. What that mouth
What
do?
they- what they do?
I respect you. You know what I mean?"
Yeah.
You know what? Tormund's gonna fuck Ghost. That's what he's gonna do on the way home.
Oh,
I'm gonna get some
damn.
wolf ass.
Christ.
Damn, this is sweeter than the wildling pussy.
Oh.
But
Terrible.
Yeah, nah, Jamie did her fucking
Yeah.
dirty.
Padre got his lottery ticket and it was ready to give it away to Arya, and Arya was like,
Oh.
"Hold up, I got business."
That was Gendry.
oh, Gendry, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I got this list.
Yeah. She's on my list, ain't done. I mean, she even like, she brought him in for a kiss. She's like, oh yeah. And he's like, ooh. And then she's like, well, guess what? He's like, oh, fuck. She's like, that ain't me, son.
I'll blow your balls, bro.
Oh.
They never
It's
did.
all
no
bad.
more. It also seemed like Sansa and the Mountain, or is that the Hound? That's the Mountain.
Hound.
The Hound.
The Hound.
Yeah.
Like they had a kind of weird connection at the
Sansa's-
table.
She's moving those
She
chess
is moving
pieces.
chess pieces.
You know what'd be crazy though?
What?
This would be crazy. If Arya gets pregnant with Gendry's baby.
That would be crazy.
Oh.
That would change a lot of shit, and
It
that would
sure
be
would.
good for a spinoff because that baby would have a legit claim to the throne.
If everybody's
still.
dead.
Roof.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. You could go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Are you guys gonna touch on the editing issue that happened?
Editing.
Oh,
episode?
Starbucks.
Go ahead.
I don't watch
Wait,
it.
doesn't
So,
watch
Yeah,
it.
you don't watch the show.
so yeah, somebody fucked up and there was a Starbucks cup left on the set.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
In like a couple of shots.
Yeah.
More than
Yeah.
one. It's
Apparently-
edited out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that HBO edited it out supposedly, but
They should left it in there.
Airbrush that bitch.
Yeah.
But I was scrolling through Facebook while you guys were talking about Thrones, and I posted up a picture on our Facebook page, and it's a picture of Michonne talking to the blonde chick from Game of Thrones, and she's saying that
There's a couple blonde chicks.
the mother of dragons, the
Okay.
main chick.
Daenerys.
Daenerys.
Yeah, and Michonne's character is like, really? Wakanda still doesn't have a Starbucks.
Oh yeah.
fucked up.
That's good shit, man.
Yeah. It's funny because I keep seeing the memes that the Starbucks employee probably hated her because of the name that she has. Mother of Dragons, Breaker of Trains, Stoneborn. And like her whole name covers the whole fucking cup.
Yeah,
It's
she's
like,
with her fucking. I want to talk to the manager.
Yeah.
Stupid bitch.
Cronus'
Damn.
sister posted up a picture of or a meme that has a picture of Han Solo and was it
Greedo.
and
Yeah.
it's like the who shot first thing, but there's a Starbucks cup like right there
Right
on
in
the
the center,
table.
right on the table. Yeah.
Well, no, there's actually a lot of movies where there's a bunch of editing issue. I think there's
There's a couple in Star Wars.
I think in Waterworld there's a scene where somebody has like a Rolex watch on or something like that.
Shitty
Yeah.
movie though.
Yeah.
One of the best though was it Two Men and a Lady, where people thought there was a ghost in the movie.
Oh,
that was-
that's
but it's
3
really
minutes. 3 minutes and a baby.
That's what it is. 3 minutes, baby. But it's literally just like a
cutout.
Cutout
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
of Ted Danson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's in the movie?
Yeah, who's in the movie?
It's hella funny.
God, that was an urban legend for a long time. Remember
Yes,
that
everyone
growing
go,
up?
oh, there's a ghost. I was like, what the fuck?
Fuck yeah. Do we want to talk about a little bit of this anime when it comes to Attack on Titan season 3?
Oh my god, it's so good.
How many
Coming
episodes
back.
are out yet?
So good.
Two?
Two?
Two
Yeah,
are okay.
two, just two.
You've
Gotta
seen
catch
it?
up.
You've seen it?
I've seen it.
Okay.
I
Haven't
watched
seen
it
it yet,
all
but
last night.
I'm going into it.
You,
Yeah, I'm good.
you good?
Yeah, it's
Good?
all right. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a new one coming.
Set it up, man.
I'm trying to remember like the first. Oh, so the first one that they're trying to overtake was it Wall Maria?
Yeah.
So they have like a super legit plan to like start plugging the walls up by using Eren to use his Titan powers what do they call it? Like
Freeze or
crystallization?
some
Yeah,
shit.
crystal. Yeah, something
Yeah,
like
to
that.
basically use that, and he can basically make his Titan into a crystalline type structure, and then just eject from it.
Yeah, kind of like a snake shedding its skin almost.
Yeah, but it's like super hardened.
So
And
has he figured out how to do that already? 'Cause-
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember season 1 or 2 or
Season
Homegirl,
2.
she crystallized herself.
Yeah.
Yes.
He learns how to do it, and apparently that's like a big deal.
Yeah.
Like learning how to do it, especially as fast as he did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he obviously has what they call the not compass, but
Here's a
is it
scream.
compass? No,
They-
no.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a name for it though. It's called. I think it's the compass.
I thought it was something like the.
It'll come back
like
to us.
simple,
Yeah, but let's go
yeah.
to compass
Anyway.
for now.
Yeah, we'll just call it the compass. Anyway, so they had this whole plan of how to overtake the Wall Maria, but they had to basically patch 2 walls because they penetrated 2 walls, and so they get to the first wall. There's like no Titans around, and so they get to the first wall. They send everybody else ahead to check the next wall, and Aaron patches the first wall with his his Titan character. And then they get to the second wall, and they're like, "There's nobody here. Like, what the fuck?" And then, what's the guy's name? Is it Edwin?
It's Otterman.
No, Armin's the guy who figures it out. But who's the main guy?
Isn't it?
I think
It's
it's
Irwin,
right?
It
Yeah,
is
it's
Irwin.
yeah.
Irwin Smith.
Yeah. So Irwin is like, "This doesn't seem right," and he's like, "We need to figure this out." And he calls on Armin to like use your brain. Like, what's going on? There's no Titans here, but there used to be. What the fuck's going on? And especially where the fuck is Bernholt and what's the other guy's
Reiner.
name? And Reiner. Yeah, he's like, we need to find them and kill them because we don't know what the fuck they are and they're dangerous. So that's the Colossal Titan and the Armor Titan.
Yep.
And so Armin is thinking a lot, and he eventually figures out that they're probably in the fucking walls.
Yeah. There's nowhere else for them to be.
Yeah, because there's nowhere else in the fucking small district where they could possibly be. So they start checking the walls, and eventually they figure out that Reiner
is in there. Yeah.
Reiner's in the wall. He jumps out, kills a dude immediately, and then he turns into fucking. Does he at that point? Does he even turn into the Titan?
No,
not quite yet.
Levi.
gets his
Yeah.
ass.
Levi was there for that
Levi
ass.
jumped him
God
with his
damn.
fucking blades, put
Yeah.
it through his neck, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Holy shit, that's it! That's it! That's got to be it!"
But he got him again. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, he killed
Yeah.
me
That was
twice.
that-
It was his neck and then chest, right?
Yeah, and I was
I
like,
think he
"Yeah,
gets-
fucking done."
He John Wick that shit.
Well, it was so fast because he's at the top of the wall. As soon as Reinhardt comes out, Levi's on him, and I think he gets him in the chest like twice. He gets him right through the neck, breaks his sword into his fucking neck.
Yep.
Which is smart.
Yeah.
I mean, cut off all that shit, but he didn't get that motherfucker.
Nope.
Apparently, Reiner is tough as shit.
Hell yeah.
And he just like he literally turned into a Titan with the fucking sword still in his neck.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn.
While he's falling, he's falling to the
Yeah.
earth, and it's high up.
Yeah.
He's falling with no net and shit, and he's got a sword in his neck.
Yeah, that shit was fucking crazy.
God damn.
And so that's how the first episode ended,
Yep.
I believe. Was that as he's falling and he's turning into the Titan,
Yep.
into the Armor Titan. And so the second episode starts with, basically the same deal. Oh, no. That's not how it ended. As he's falling and he starts turning into a Titan, that's when apparently there's a whole bunch of other lighting flashes that happens around
Yeah.
inside the city. The lighting flashes means that's when a Titan turns.
Yep.
And so there's a bunch of fucking Titans that turn, like literally at least a
50,
division.
Yeah.
So these are new Titans that are being
Well,
created.
no, there's like a
Or-
bunch of different. There's like little ones, big ones, and then specialized ones.
Yeah.
And there's 2 really special ones. The fucking monkey one,
Yep.
and this crazy one that's a
On
quadruped
all fours.
that looks almost like a fucking duck or some shit.
Some shit,
Has a
yeah.
weird face. But the monkey looking one picks up a rock and throws it, and just fucking chaos happens.
It hits the Aaron's shell, right?
No, it doesn't.
doesn't?
He throws it
What
and kills
is
a
it?
bunch of people. 'Cause it breaks up in midair.
No, he throws it to block their exit. He throws a
Okay,
boulder.
maybe I
Yeah.
missed
He
that.
throws
All
a
right.
boulder to bust open what they just did.
Okay.
Or just block their exit. Because the
Oh,
wall,
second
it's
one.
double
That's
walled.
right. Yeah.
It's double walled because, like he was saying,
Well,
there's
technically,
the.
hold on. In that instance, we're talking about 3 walls.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the wall
Technically-
what he's talking about is the wall they came through
Yeah,
into
yeah,
the
yeah.
district.
Yeah.
But what happens is there's 3 walls. Sorry if you're not watching. I'm trying to explain it as clearly as possible. So they go through a wall to get into like one of the first districts.
Yes.
Then they have to go through another wall to get to like the most outside district, and there's an outside wall to that.
Yes.
And so what they do when Aaron comes in, he blocks basically the second wall in this scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And what the monkey guy does is he throws a fucking rock
Huge boulder.
to basically the third wall
Yeah.
to stop them from escaping. And that's what Irwin was like, what the fuck?
And he chucked it like, I don't know,
Fucking far.
3 miles or some shit.
Yeah.
He threw the shit out
Do
of
it
that
fucking far. And that's how the first one ends, and you can do the second one.
thing.
You remember?
Shit. God damn it. I don't remember all the fucking details. I just know that Reiner he transforms
Yeah.
just in time. Literally, they show a diagram, kind of like an X-ray of his body,
Yeah.
where he has the blade in his neck, but like the signals from his brain have still gotten down
Yeah.
into his body.
So he explained
to
that real
change.
quick. He said that basically if he wasn't so skilled, that he would have died. So basically when he got his neck cut, he transferred his consciousness into his lower body.
Yeah.
To control the rest of his body.
In an instant.
Yeah, in an instant. That's the only thing that saved his life. And so literally when he's in the Titan, you can see like the fucking blade through his neck still.
Which is madness.
And then throughout the episode, like eventually, like when he's in the Titan, like the Titan muscles pull out that fucking piece.
Yep.
So he can gain control of the rest of his body.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Aaron becomes a Titan. I'm sorry, I might be flashing forward a little bit, but Aaron becomes a Titan and tries to bait Reiner in the armored Titan manner
Yeah.
to try to follow him.
Let's rewind a little bit. So when Erwin basically figures out that the Titans are trying to block them, so they're basically both trying to do the same thing. They're trying to block each other's exits and kill each other.
Yeah.
And so the Titans are trying to block them from escaping. And so
Backwards.
backwards, yeah. So they block their entry, and they decide to go for their horses. Because if you're not in Titan form, obviously only Aaron can go into Titan form.
Yeah.
And everybody else needs horses to really exit the arena.
Exactly.
If they don't, then they're getting stuck on basically get stuck on a fucking wall.
Yeah.
And so that becomes really important. So the Monkey Titan slams his fist on the ground, and it basically tells the little Titans, like the smallest ones, to go forward and kill all the horses.
Yeah. Which are the same ones we saw at the very beginning of season 1, like
Yeah.
the original Titans.
The retarded looking Titans.
Yeah.
If you don't like the word retard, I'm sorry. It means they're slow. It's a little one.
But Reiner has this kind of moment where he can either go for the horses or he can follow after Aaron,
Yeah.
who he knows is baiting him.
But they need Aaron for some odd reason. I already know why. Do you understand why they need Aaron?
He's a special one that can do certain things, but I didn't get what they need him for.
Yeah. So the reason why is because he's what they call. I'm pretty sure it was called the compass.
Okay.
So he can control all Titans with his voice.
The scream thing.
Yeah, the scream
Okay.
thing. Which apparently so can the monkey guy.
Yes.
That makes sense.
The monkey dude can control them, and that's why
Yeah.
they
I mean, he
wanted.
gave them orders at the beginning.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
he slammed his fist down, but I don't think he can like yell or whatever. But
Maybe
I think he
Anyway,
does something different.
it's still way too dangerous to have your enemy that can control the same troops that you're using.
Absolutely.
So I'm pretty sure if Aaron masters that, he'll override what the monkey guy does.
Exactly. And the monkey guy has big time plans.
Yeah, and the monkey guy seems like a legit fucking threat.
Oh,
And it looks like a bitch with glasses on, like as a normal guy.
yeah. But so Reiner does end up following fucking Aaron, and they have a battle for the fucking ages, man. With now, I'm not saying that this is what's happening or whatever, because I'm not trying to describe it, but it seemed like they're doing some wrestling and/or jujitsu. You tell me if I'm wrong.
So they were legit doing jujitsu. This is the second time in Attack on Titan where they did like some legit jujitsu.
Yeah.
So this is where I kind of get to nerd out with like jujitsu shit. So they're fighting. Aaron figures out how to like turn his parts of his fist into like the hardened material.
Yeah.
And he's fucking up Reiner. But then Reiner comes back and basically fucks him up. And so Aaron puts him in his guard, gets him into a Kimura, and then goes to half guard to get more leverage on the Kimura, and then sweeps him with the Kimura. And it's just like when I was watching, I was like, somebody that is writing the show does jujitsu, because like there's no way a fucking normal person would write in all this shit in this amount of fucking detail that doesn't know how to do jujitsu. It was fucking insane, but
Great scene.
it happened with Annie and somebody else too, where they did like legit
Like
jujitsu.
season 1, and even when he fought Reiner the first time too.
The first time, yeah, same thing. Jiu-jitsu, he did the same guard moves and shit.
Yeah.
Similar guard moves.
But he's got great strikes as well with those
Yeah.
hardened fists, and those are doing some damage. But I love the fact that the troops they have a secret fucking weapon.
Yeah.
They do a flashback. We alluded to this earlier in the show, but they have these thunder spears, goddammit.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers are badass. They're basically like
Fucking missiles. bro.
rockets or
Yeah.
missiles that you launch and they burrow into you, and then they explode with a big fucking explosion and shit. And so, like, almost like the Game of Thrones spears, only with like a whole bunch of TNT with them.
Yeah, pretty much.
The ones that took out the dragon. That's what they are.
Pretty
and
much.
they're holding multiple on them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Each one of the troops has it.
It was cool because it was like when they bring them in, we never see them because they're like compact. And then
when they're covered with like a fabric.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it looked like they expanded them once they were on the wall. Once
No, they were the same size.
it looked like they
Yeah.
busted them out, and I was like, oh shit, where the fuck did that come from? And then like they're waiting for their opening, and I was like, how's this gonna play out? Then they do the flashback on how they were designed and what they're used for. I'm like, oh, this ought to be interesting. And then they fucking hooked up the Armor Titan with that shit. Because he was like, "What the fuck is this?"
They hit him with 20 plus of them.
Oh,
Something.
shitload. Yeah, they got him in the eyes,
Yeah.
back of the neck. They fucked him up.
Yeah,
I
and he
like,
was almost
damn.
invincible besides Aaron's jujitsu previously.
Yeah.
What's fucked up is like Raynard can see them pierce the area that he's at,
Yeah,
and then it literally ends with all of them igniting.
Yep. Because again, once you're past that thick ass armor, inside you're very vulnerable. You know what I mean? Just as vulnerable as you anybody would.
This is how you know Reiner was a bitch. Right before he died, what'd he say?
Shit, what the fuck did he say?
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, you fucking killed a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Like, it's your turn, man. Die like a fucking warrior.
Yeah.
Like, they got you.
He didn't go out like Masandri.
No.
He didn't say precarious.
No, it's just like, wait, I got something to say.
Oh, God.
Got
So,
blown the fuck
ow.
out like a bitch. Like, I thought that shit was great.
We haven't
good.
seen the Colossal Titan though.
No, we haven't.
But he's
So-
in the next episode.
Yeah, man.
They he's in the preview, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna. No, I'm gonna give it away.
Yeah, we'll see.
I
Dude,
know what he's gonna do.
I just watched the part where the giant ape dude throws the fucking boulder. He shot put that motherfucker like some goddamn Olympic athlete. He was like, he even picked it up and like winded it back and
He
like
did.
threw his foot back and just boom, launched that bitch.
He had Olympic form.
Yeah. And when the one dude killed the guy coming out of the wall, that shit was fucking epic.
Yeah, that shit was fucked up.
He came down like, surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, because he was literally looking the other way, and he was like, "Hey, there's a." Ooh. I was like, "Oh, you."
Because he heard that hollow sound.
Yeah.
He's like, wait a minute, we got a cavity up in here.
He was like, ha, do that before I walked in the room.
Yeah, man.
I
So
mean-
it's great, man.
Yeah, I
2
gotta catch up.
episodes knocked it out of the park. But on the other side, Saitama is fucking up, man.
Oh god.
One Punch Man season 2 ain't bringing it. Stitch,
No,
go ahead,
I've-
man. I know you.
I've seen 5 episodes so far. Is that?
Ooh.
I'm 3 or
I think
4
4
episodes
for me,
in.
but go
yeah.
That
ahead.
should be
Go ahead.
4.
I watched the 5th one I think yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched it yesterday. It's just not interesting at all.
Mm.
I thought the
Not
way
even good fights.
they're not
They're
fighting.
different.
Oh, they're not fighting.
Saturn's not fighting.
He hasn't fought. I mean, he knocked someone out.
Metal Bat brought it. Metal
did.
Batman, he could fight. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
but yeah, I'm here to see Satsuma fight.
Sashimi fight?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
shit.
I mean,
Fucking Sushiro.
they were sort of like building it up with the whole like ranking thing. I'm like, all right. I mean, with last season, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, they got him underranked so fucking low. It'll be cool watching him just like progress up and watch that whole fucking story go through. But no, now it's like there's these monsters that are fucking shit up. Satama is in this fucking side tournament, like this Karate Kid
To
tournament
make money.
and
Wait, I thought he did it to learn how to fight because he doesn't know how to fight really.
That money enticed his ass.
yeah.
Saitama doesn't know how to fight.
Well, not like martial arts.
Not
He's
like
not a martial
technic-
artist.
Not technically or whatever. According to
He has no
these-
technique.
according to what they're saying.
Yes, according to the show.
Like
Yeah.
for real.
He's been registering for this fight for 2 episodes now.
Yep. He ain't lying.
Yeah, he was in the locker room hanging out or whatever. Some
Talking.
guy was he has like a wig on and having like a conversation. The conversation's funny, but that's the only time we see him throughout the fucking episode.
Handing out bananas.
Yeah. For about 90 seconds, we have him doing some funny dialogue. Then it's back to fucking the hero killer fucking up these other guys that we've never
Gato.
seen before doing random shit or whatever.
I like Gato.
He's
Garu,
cool.
whatever.
I understand you explained who this dude is and what he's doing.
His motivation.
He's not the fucking show. Like
Does he kill him in one punch? Then he ain't that man.
he ran into One Punch and One Punch like sort of like tapped him and he knocked him the fuck out. But it was like an accident kind of thing.
Yeah.
It
Wasn't trying to
like-
hurt him.
Yeah, and they didn't really even touch upon it. It wasn't like he went go looking for him. Like he got knocked out and he's like, oh, what the fuck happened? I'm confused. All right, well let me go back to go find these other heroes and shit. I'm like, no, go fucking after Satama and let these fucking 2 fight.
But Garo has had excellent fights with other heroes. Tank Top Dude.
Yeah.
And his whole squad and all of that. I mean,
I don't care though.
Yeah, you're right.
I
It
want
ain't
to see
his
these.
show.
I want to see these random crazy ass heroes or villains do their crazy shit. Satama say some funny like I'm not impressed or
Yeah.
cool. Oh, okay. All right. We're playing along too or whatever, and does something funny and then just taps him and knocks him. I want to see that again.
Well, we got that a little bit.
A little bit, but real talk. The animation ain't that great, and neither is the sound quality compared to season 1. If we're really comparing apples to apples,
I guess.
something got downgraded. It's a little bit of a watered down. You know what it's like? It's like going from a high level MCU movie down to
standard SD TV.
not even that, going down to like MCU television in some ways. Like, it's a lower budget on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Daredevil, even though it's both good.
Yeah.
But it's nothing compared to like Avengers.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
They have 2 episodes for me before I just take a complete break and wait for the season to be done and try to just binge, because I'm like, I waited 1 week for this bullshit not to see him do shit. You're gonna be mad at it, because I was mad at episode 4 and everything. 5 is the same thing, if not worse.
Goddamn.
Or whatever. I was just like, you fucking kidding me? I was like, I was watching on my phone and I was like, I paused. I was like, I didn't want to see how far along I am in this episode because I've not even seen him yet. And it was like 7 minutes till the end. I finally fucking see him.
Oh, what the fuck?
And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And then all of a sudden the credits start playing. And I was like, what the fuck? He hasn't done anything. And then you get a little bit after that.
After the
credit.
end. Oh, yeah. That's when you slap somebody.
Don't forget, like 3 years ago, this was all of our favorite new show.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Highly anticipated season 2.
It was so much like fan shit happening,
Yeah.
and it was just great about it. But this season right here, it's been just kind of lackluster.
It's very.
Ain't nobody talking about it.
Yeah.
Old Ninja, you got anything on this one?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm caught up, I guess. I mean, I didn't know which one was season 5. I thought there was more coming, but
Because they got that centipede one. The
he's
centipede.
in for like 3 episodes.
Yeah. 'Cause there's multiple centipedes. I like Metal Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, there's the one. I mean, because the one I saw, Metal Bat's sister shows up. That was the last one I saw. His sister
I
shows
thought that
up.
is 5.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the last one I saw. Yeah, sister
Yeah,
shows
the
up.
sister shows up, and
They-
then
they call it a
you don't
job.
see Saitama until like
That's
to the
the-
end.
yeah, exactly.
And then, but I mean, there's a hyped up fight which you see after like the credits is normal, but it's still funny what happens.
Yeah, but for 30 minutes to give me.
It ain't bringing it.
Yeah.
It ain't just you.
I forget that anime that you guys say has got like 200 episodes of filler.
A few of them. there's Naruto. There's
Naruto?
Yeah, Naruto. I
One
was
Piece
like,
has even
One
more.
Piece.
I was like, am I getting? Is this gonna be one of those things? Because it's gonna make me very, very angry.
But for One Punch Man, a series is too short to have fillers.
Yeah.
Should be.
Because like last season, we only got like 13 episodes, and this one I think has what 10?
I have
think
no
they're saying?
idea. No
I
idea.
don't know. Somebody's fucking up.
Yep. Let's stay with anime one last time because we haven't mentioned it in detail in a while. And Kronos found this one. I absolutely fucking love it. Demon Slayer.
Yeah, it's my favorite new anime of 2019 so far. It's really fucking good. So it's basically, you want to give the synopsis?
Yeah, well, really quickly, I just want to say you have a hero, Tanjiro,
Tanjiro? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
and basically his sister becomes a demon-like character.
After his whole family got eaten by
Yep.
a demon.
Yep. She seems like a specialized one, possibly, because he wants to obviously save her. She's not dead yet. And then
Well, she's definitely dead. She's definitely a demon.
she's yeah, but what I'm saying is she seems like a specialized one that's not quite lost every ounce of her humanity at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and he, very similar to a whole lot of other animes, he's on a quest not only to save his sister or restore her humanity, but also to level up in a lot of ways with good training.
Yeah.
Ninja
yeah.
training.
Like figuring out how to save her and how to kill other demons that are eating people.
Yeah, all over the land.
Yeah. It's a pretty amazing anime so far. The animation when he first figures out how to do like his water style, when he first does it, it's like holy fucking shit. It looks really fucking cool. Like watching the way like his blade goes through the air and like a water trail goes behind it. It's hard to describe unless you watch the animation. And when I do it in slow motion, it's like it looks fucking amazing.
I love the fact that he has a heightened sense of smell.
Yeah.
And he's able, and he uses it in his attack powers. He's able to kind of see with his highly specialized ninja sword, or smell the path that the blade should go.
Yeah.
You know, for the optimal critical blow.
Yeah.
On demons, and that is fucking awesome. It looks like a string, like a web almost.
Yeah.
And he'll sniff that out, and then he'll get the fucking killing blow. It's always epic when he does it, and he has excellent revenge on like just incredible monsters, green monsters that are covered in a whole bunch of hands, or all
That shit
over.
was cool. That's a cool
Yeah,
demon,
that
yeah.
green one was just epic, and the monsters talking shit like I've killed all of your master's students for like years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you ain't shit. and then he finds that, he sniffs it out, finds the killing blow, gets it fucking done. I loved it.
And what's also really cool about the show is that the main character, Tanjiro, even before he had skills, the way he fought was like super intelligent.
Yeah.
Like when he first met a demon hunter that was trying to kill his sister, he like had a multi-pronged attack against this guy where the demon hunter almost didn't even know like what happened. Like he almost got killed by this basically untrained person.
Yep.
With like a fucking hatchet.
Yeah.
And it was like it's just really good. It's well written. The action's really good and animation's good.
And you have obviously him not only leveling up, but he's going to basically a high level academy and passing tests.
Yeah, he's going to Hogwarts.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Or My Hero Academia, or
Demon Slayer
trying to do the
Academy.
Hokage test or whatever. I mean, it's all fits into several anime themes, but the execution is there. And then the other thing I gotta compliment it on, the sound quality is fucking great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The music puts you in this feudal Japan world with literal Japanese demons. It works.
Yeah, I've been really happy about this. I was looking forward to it when I first heard about it. I saw the trailers for it. And you know what's weird about if you don't speak Japanese, you're in America or anywhere. If you don't speak Japanese and you see like these trailers to these animes, a lot of them are not translated into English.
Exactly.
Right. So I'll watch a trailer for a show and have no idea what they're saying.
Yeah.
But this one, like, it stood out right away.
Yeah.
You know, I was just like, they're killing demons. Like, they said demon hunter. That's in English. I'm like, all right, good. Fuck demons. You know, I'm with you. And when they showed, like, what they had to show in the trailers, it all looked good. And the show has so far exceeded the expectations of the trailer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, by far.
Absolutely. It's one of the better. I think it probably will get nominated.
And
towards
right
the end
now,
of the year.
Oh, it's definitely getting nominated.
where can people watch it on?
It's on Crunchyroll. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there's only 5 episodes so far that are released.
Yeah, and they're all really good. Really good.
You guys are gonna get hooked on it. I say just give it a chance.
I just added to my list.
You'll like it more than One Punch Man. I guarantee you.
Did any of you guys try watching okay, I was naming the show. Ultraman on Netflix?
No.
I've watched 2 or 3 episodes. It's good, but it's like,
I kind of fell off on it.
well, the problem is it's doing like, there's a trend in anime right now, and I'm pretty sure the company that did
Nice Sigonia?
yeah, it's the same company, but it's the same company that did Knights of Sidonia did Ultraman.
Yeah.
I'm very on the fence, almost on the side of not liking the new cell shading with anime.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, like I think what was it called? Guts. What's the name of that fucking show?
Oh, Berserk.
Berserk barely fucking got away with it. Barely got away with it.
Yeah, the anime, not the movies.
Yeah, the anime on the Golden Arc, right? Because it was not the Golden Arc. The one that was on the most recent one.
Yeah. Well, so the Golden Age.
The Golden Age was not.
Was the
cel-shaded.
movies? Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't cell shaded.
Yep.
But when you go and watch the ones that were on Crunchyroll,
The series. Yeah.
yeah, the series was cell shaded, and that's like it was to a detriment because the quality is not that great.
Remember when we had old boy, the director for Castlevania? He was just like, "Yeah, that's not for me."
Yeah,
and
I
you
know-
usually
yeah.
don't,
Yeah,
usually
Sam
don't
Dietz.
hear other directors talk shit about other people's
Yeah.
animation. But he was like, "Nah."
We need to have Sam Dietz on again before the second
Third
season
season?
drops.
Oh, they already did the second season.
Oh,
Castlevania.
sorry.
Third season.
Shit,
We can
should
still
have
try
him
to
again.
have him on.
We'll have him on again.
Yeah.
Because now I totally agree with him because it takes away a lot of the art style. Like
Was
it doesn't seem right.
It also seems like it's not like the frame rate on it isn't that great either. It
Yeah,
seems to
it's
be
choppy.
like it's very choppy.
Yeah.
But like I don't like the because I've been watching it dubbed and like the one alien with the one eye who used to be a villain in the original Ultron series. Like the way he talks is just
Ultron.
fucking annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try and watch some more of it, but I've got a
it's-
lot of other shows that I'm going to watch right now.
Yeah.
Especially, so if we're talking about like Netflix shows, I'm going to switch gears for you right now. All right, I've talked about a bunch in our little internal chat, but there is a show called Dead to Me that's on Netflix right now.
Dude, I started watching it.
It's fucking good. as
Fucking
fuck.
hilarious, dude. It's funny as hell.
It's like one of my favorite new shows right now, especially like I've had to deal with grief throughout my life for like a very long time. And this show does a really good job on like stages of grief, making it funny,
This
and
is-
also being serious.
This is the Christina Applegate one.
Yes, and this is probably, for me,
Kelly
it's
Bundy,
her,
right?
It's her best role that she's played.
Oh, yeah.
Ever. Like acting wise, it's her best role.
Wow.
It's amazing. And there's a girl that was actually, so Hawkeye's wife.
Yeah, she's the
in the
original
show.
Velma.
Yeah.
Or she's Velma in the live-action
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo films.
Well, she's the other, like the
that's
counterpart in
what
the
she's
show.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give anything away, but like the relationship between her and Christina Applegate's character is beyond complicated.
Yeah.
Modern times, right?
Modern
Yeah,
times.
okay.
Yeah, it's basically, it has to do with Christina Applegate's husband dies. She gets hit by a car while he's out running, and she's going through grief through that. And then she meets this other character, Hawkeye's wife. You know,
That's what we're always gonna call her.
Yeah, sorry. She's in much other shit too, but that's where you recognize her from. 'Cause
Exactly.
You're gonna see her and be like, she looks familiar, but I don't know from where. But
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was
her.
like, this chick looks familiar. I'm like looking her up. I'm like, fuck. Oh, she was in Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Velma.
But so they end up being at the same like grief group,
Yeah.
like how to deal with grief, right? And so it just gets like, like in the first episode, it gets really deep into like how to deal with grief, and so I think even in the second one, like it has to do with like the other girls, like why she's dealing with grief, and it's a really fucked up story.
Is this a drama or a dark comedy?
It's a dark comedy, but it's also a drama. It's
Yeah.
like it's kind of a mix of both because it's like it's real fucked up.
And then also, Cyclops is in it.
Yeah,
James Marsden.
Yeah, he's in it. He plays the girl's fiance.
And former
Ex-husband?
fiance, but yeah, I have like theories about that dude, about what he did, because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not what they say in the show.
How far are you in it, and how far are you?
I am 5 episodes in.
I think I'm 5 or 6 in.
So
I'm gonna have to check this out. This sounds.
It's
really
pretty
It's
good.
really good.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's very interesting.
But I'm pretty sure James Marsden's character is a real fucking piece of shit in the show, and they kind of allude to it, but I'm pretty sure what I'm thinking is correct is that he's the center of all the problems with both characters.
Goddamn.
And I don't want to say why, but Blue, you might understand why.
Yeah, I understand why.
You understand? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the center of it, and he tricked somebody into thinking they did something they didn't.
Cyclops
Yeah.
still look like he did back in the day,
Yes,
kind
he
of?
Yeah,
does.
exactly
He
the
does.
same.
It's like
Yeah.
Just like in
Paul Rudd.
Westworld, he looks like that.
Yeah.
'Cause he was in Westworld too, right?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. I
yeah,
forgot.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah,
He's in the Sonic movie.
yeah. Oh, we didn't mention
Yeah,
Sonic.
should
we didn't talk about no Sonic.
Should we segue to that?
Yeah,
Sure.
man. Go ahead.
All right, so last week we got a trailer for a movie nobody ever fucking asked for. Ain't nobody
Hold on.
wanted this guy to movie.
No. Somebody asked for it in like 1997.
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe back then, but
Well, I
100%.
thought it was 94.
100%.
but yeah, they released a trailer for Sonic, and it looks bad, y'all. It looks horrible. But and I also have Jim Carrey in it, but it's like Pet Detective Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Like he's just
he
playing the
he's
same
Professor
role.
Wiley?
No, he was pretty. He's actually
No,
he was pretty funny. in it, but-
Eggman, Dr. Eggman.
Eggman, yeah.
which is Robotnik.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But what he said was kind of funny. I didn't want to chuckle, but I was kind of chuckling with
Yeah.
what he said. But at the same time, it's not Sonic and that's not Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah.
It the way that Sonic looked was creepy as shit.
Yes.
Yep.
He looks like a little kid in a fucking furry outfit.
With
And
all
like
flat
with
teeth
and his skin's like kind of loose. It just didn't fucking look right at all. And
Gotta
then
get the
like
look right.
yeah, he had like people were talking about his teeth, like how he had like human teeth, and it's like that's fucking weird. Dude.
Well, no, he didn't have human teeth. He had an herbivore's teeth.
Oh, okay,
They
yeah.
were all front. Hold on, let me
Pull it up.
So you know how like we have our front teeth are sharp in the
Yeah.
front because we're omnivores, but for him it's all flat teeth and it looked
Like a-
really fucking weird.
Like a horse or a cow or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like that. Yeah, it looked bad, but then like I don't know. The one cool thing was when he's like running. That part looked pretty dope. That looks like something from Sonic. But then there's like other parts. That it's like this just looks hard. It's almost up there with Will Smith being blue in the Genie trailer.
Yeah, and the internet fucking trolled the shit out of it.
Oh hell yeah!
Universally, pretty much everyone thought that this looked awful. So, yeah,
It was so bad that the studios actually pulled the movie and they're gonna go back and make changes to it.
They're
Good.
gonna edit the way Sonic looks.
Well, but remember, like we're in a world where Rocket looks great,
Yeah.
Thanos looks great. You know,
Even the Pikachu movie that's coming out.
yeah,
Pikachu
it
looks
looks
fucking
way
great.
you know, you have you have Samuel L. Jackson being de-aged and looking better.
Yeah.
I mean, we have higher expectations from a CGI standpoint than we did in the late '90s. So
Yeah, this is
you
what
gotta go fuck yourself.
This is what Sonic looks like. If you look on the right, it doesn't look right at all. Like the eyes look too far apart. The teeth look weird as shit. Like it just doesn't.
He
it
looks like a
doesn't look
Muppet.
right? Yeah.
When you watch like artists alter him to make him look more like his 90s cartoon counterpart, it looks vastly superior.
And he had a couple of cartoons. Like,
Yeah.
he had
Oh, yeah.
even more recent one.
He's at. I think he had cartoons and an anime.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because there was Sonic X that they used to have on like
go.
the WB show or something like that. But then also there was 2 Sonic movies or 2 Sonic TV series that, fun fact, the kid who played Urkel, Steve Urkel, was the voice of Sonic.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
Jill, like,
That's about it.
this is a good comparison.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
how it
yeah.
should look like.
So that one's like
Yeah.
fan drawn or
Yeah, so
fan
look on
made.
the, on
The
the right.
proportions.
So he
This
looked
look
like
way better.
the one on the left. He looks like a kid in a fucking Sonic costume,
And he's
basically.
wearing real shoes.
Yeah. The one on the right though looks more like the game counterpart.
Yeah.
exactly.
And people were doing that to almost every shot, and then like the studio's like, well, I guess we fucked up. I guess we gotta fix it.
At least they
Yeah.
recognized it. I give them props for that.
Yeah, because I like how nowadays when movies release trailers and if people hate like, because I think right now the trailer for Sonic had like over 100,000 thumbs down compared to thumbs up, so that's insane. But like the fact that the community can come together and make changes to a movie, because like for example
Well,
when
come together and shit on something.
well, shit on it, but it'll lead them to change things. Because I think it was what was it like for what's the name of that fucking movie? The X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh,
How when the first
yeah.
trailer came out, I was like, what? Why is he so fucking like pink or some shit?
Purple?
Yeah, he looked like Dr. Ooze, but
He
then they
looked like
kind of
Ivan
went back
Ooze.
and edited the colors. But also
Hold
with
on.
like Thanos, they did that too.
Yeah, let's be careful though. This is a fucking slippery slope.
Oh yeah, it is.
So obviously, for the general consensus, this is a win that they're going to go back and redesign the character. But it's slippery slope because there's also going to be times where it's going to be wrong. There's petitions all the time for stupid ass shit to change.
Oh yeah, like
Oh, yeah.
this character should be gay and this and that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
like
let's-
Captain Marvel should be black.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dumb as fuck. Like, no, she shouldn't. If you want a black character, have an existing black character or make a new black character. All right, don't take one that was white and make him black. That's fucking dumb. Anyway,
I thought they went back to when they did have a black Captain
Yeah, it
Marvel.
was Monica
What's up?
Rambeau, but
Monica Rambeau.
she's not as
Well, no,
interesting as
she's-
everybody knows.
But I know it's not
Carol.
Carol. I know.
yeah, it's not her. So,
But if you look at apparently Monica's stories are boring.
well, in Monica Rambeau, she should be Spectrum, right?
The young one, yes, not the mom.
So, anyway, I mean, it's a slippery slope when we get like small wins like this, but be careful though because they can do the same petition bullshit to get some bullshit that you don't want.
Yeah.
You know, like making a character way different than it was in the comics or and from the original material.
Yeah.
Or not having him fight in a movie.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna.
Hey, you know what? You're lucky they didn't petition that he was gay.
But I'm gonna say this: I don't think this is a win yet. I don't
Oh, yeah.
trust these motherfuckers. They say they're going back to improve it. The fucking jury is still out.
That's
They
true.
could make it worse.
Well,
They
so you know
can.
what's weird? So when they announced Detective Pikachu, I was like, "What the fuck is this bullshit?" I saw the trailer and I was like, "It looks kind of good." To be honest with you,
It looks way. I mean, compared to Sonic, it looks like a fucking masterpiece. I would give it a 10 out of 10. Detective Pikachu visually doesn't look bad. Now, full disclosure, I've never been a Pokemon kind
Yeah,
of
me
Yeah,
either.
saying-
big fan. I love anime, but this is
Ryan-
not my anime.
But Ryan Reynolds' performance of like what he's saying and
Oh,
all
yeah.
that stuff, it seems fucking legit entertaining.
Yeah, it does. Now, I looked it up because, again, that movie drops literally tomorrow.
I think it dropped today.
Well, it's
Already?
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
God dang.
Yeah.
It's not going to do great because they're in the black hole. What's called Endgame.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the reviews are okay-ish. It's looking at like a 69% on Rotten Tomato for the
You gotta
critics.
use Metacritic, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, but it's early. They're going to start rolling in. I'm just saying, as Rotten Tomato right now, it's looking okay-ish with 88 reviews. We'll see. My 9-year-old son wants to go fucking see it. I'll probably give a full review next week and take him if he has a good
I
week.
feel like this will draw the family ticket, not
Oh,
young
for sure.
adult. Anyone that's got someone probably, let's say 12 and under, maybe 10 and under.
I
They're
probably
gonna
go
be-
see it.
I mean, I'm not a big Pokemon. I think this is really big with families and kids. They love Pokemon. Pokemon Go is super popular. There might be people that played that and that want to
for
go see
sure.
it. So
I mean, literally every single Pokemon game does well. It sells like gangbusters.
they do.
So, you know, it's going to have an audience. And then Ryan Reynolds is funny. We know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know this. What's it? Justice? I don't
yeah,
know
he was in one of Stitch's movies, fucking Jurassic fucking World.
Oh,
Fallen
Jurassic
Kingdom.
World 2? Is that the
Yeah,
same guy?
he's in Fallen Kingdom. Same
Okay.
dude.
The mixed kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The light skin.
Yeah. But Good
Hold
luck to
on.
him.
It's light skinned.
Oh, my bad.
Good luck to him.
So can we switch gears a little bit?
Yeah.
So I want to talk about a game that came out last week as well.
Oh, yeah.
Days Gone. So this is the game right here.
Forgot about that
I
one.
obviously bought it.
Every time I hear the name, I always think of Days Gone By, like the song.
By Dirty Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this
That should be an opening song.
This game got some mixed reviews,
Yes, it did.
and I understand why I got mixed reviews. I mean, I pre-ordered it. I mean, I was watching all the preview stuff. I was interested.
This is a zombie game, right?
It's a zombie game.
This is
Yeah.
one that we saw at E3 where the guy's like running through the buildings and the zombies are like
Yeah,
running
horde
after
of
him.
zombies. Yeah.
Okay.
Lots of hordes.
They
yeah.
got the Werewolf Z style zombies. So they run.
Basically, fucking yeah. I mean, some of them can run, but usually it's just like it's a lot, and you have stamina. And so stamina is like what really matters. If you're like far away from your bike, you have a horde running after you, you're basically fucked.
Damn.
Like, especially in the early game. So I understand the criticism of this game now, but I don't think it's as bad as people that are negative about the game seem to be. So,
How far are you?
I'm probably about halfway through the game right now. Okay. And I would say that the writing for this game is really good. I think Ben Studios, there's a lot of guys that worked on the PS Vita game, Uncharted Golden Compass.
Yep.
And so the writing of the game is pretty good. I'm invested in most of the characters, but there's like a kind of significant gameplay problem where the map is kind of, I can't believe I'm gonna fucking say this, but it's kind of too big.
Oh. Okay.
So what happens is you're on a motorcycle, and the motorcycle you have fuel.
Oh.
All right, and so you have to find fuel around these places,
That sucks.
and like getting around is kind of like a pain in the ass on a motorcycle, because like when you first start your motorcycle, I think it only has like a gallon and a half fucking tank, and you can't really go that far. Which early in the game, it's like it's okay, but it's also there's still hordes in the game, and you don't have many good weapons. So there's early in the game, you cannot take on a horde at all.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking impossible, basically impossible. And even like mid game, like where I'm at right now, when I go to, if I see a horde, I'm just kind of like, fuck them. You know, I'm just like, no.
I'm sorry, real quick question, just make sure I understand, because I haven't seen a whole lot of footage. Can you go off-road with your bike?
Oh yeah, for sure. You can go
Okay.
anywhere with the bike, pretty much anywhere.
Good.
It has a feeling of like Mad Max, of like how the bike is a separate. It's almost like a separate entity of you.
Wait.
But you need it.
To clarify, Mad Max the film or Mad Max the game?
The game.
Okay.
The game.
What I was gonna ask, how does it compare to that? Was it Dying Light that you played? You were obsessed with? Is it?
Dying Light doesn't have motorcycles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way different.
Okay.
You
It's
can't
first
compare
person
them.
Dying
Yeah.
Light.
Okay.
This one's way
I
different.
think that was the game that the zombie one that were
Yeah,
just chasing you
I mean,
randomly.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
was-
Okay.
But it's like this. Their whole take on zombies is way different.
Okay.
One thing that bothers me, well, a little bit, not really, but they call them freakers instead of zombies, which is weird. But you know, at The Walking Dead, they call them
Walkers.
so whatever.
Last of Us called them clickers?
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
different because they're fungal infection.
And there was some asshole that wrote a review and said that part of the review they said all the zombies are white? Question mark. And I'm
What?
just-
Who?
Here we go.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Here we
so
go.
in the game, it literally explains to you in the game that when you become a freaker, that you lose all your pigmentation. So I'm like, why is that a complaint for you in the game? Like, it seems like an easy fix to having like the same shade on the same character as a tentacle thing, because they can literally have hundreds of zombies coming at you.
Yeah.
So it'd be difficult on a technical aspect to have all of them be different shades and shit like that. But the white thing, I don't understand. People are just so SJW right now. It's fucking silly.
Somebody hit the skip button on the fucking
Yeah.
story thing.
So the game is not. It's cohesive, but not. So there's like times where I have to like travel way too far to get to shit,
Yeah.
or fast travel. Because at first I didn't know I could fast travel, but they kind of lock down where you can fast travel in the game if places are infested. So you have to go and like clear out these nests of freakers
Oh, okay.
to like be able to. So say if you have a, I'm gonna use my visuals right now. So say if you're in the north
Yeah.
and down south, you need to get down south. But
Mm-hmm.
in the middle between you being north and down south, there's a nest in the middle, a nest of zombies.
Yep.
If there's a nest there, you cannot fast travel.
Oh.
So you have to clear that nest out, even though you've already been there.
God
You have to clear it out.
Is that tedious as fuck?
It's not really. It's actually kind of fun.
Okay.
But at first I was like, why the fuck can't I fast travel?
Yeah.
And it was like, it didn't really explain to me that I couldn't fast travel. At least I didn't understand. Maybe I'm fucking stupid. That I had to clear out any nest that's on my route to get to where I have to be. You have to clear out those routes.
More than once.
No. Just after you do it once. But the thing is, sometimes a nest could be like, it'll say a nest, but it's like, it could be up to like 6 or 7 nests.
Jesus Christ.
And finding them is kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I was
Because
gonna
you're
say
low
how
on
do
ammo and shit, right?
yeah,
So
how do you take them out?
Yeah, I mean, luckily in the nest is not actually that many, but early in the game, you have very few fucking bullets, and using like your unlimited knife is kind of a pain in the ass because if you have like 3 or more freakers coming at you, using the knife is pretty much a no-go.
Wow.
Because it takes like 6 to 8 hits to kill a freaker with a knife.
And they're going to hoard you.
Yeah. And it's just like
Resident Evil type shit.
yeah, but it's just it's kind of it's tedious.
Yeah.
But you can run and shoot, right?
You can run, yeah, for sure. And you get some weapons in the game that are pretty badass that can definitely take down zombies. But when they're running after you, it's legit. Like sometimes it's terrifying when they're running at you and they're real close. Like you literally can't lift the gun up in time. Even though you can slow down time, you can maybe get like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 in slow mo. But after that, if there's like 10, 15, 20, 100, it's like you killed enough like that are right in front of you, and that's it.
You can level up, I would assume, your character Deacon and the bike.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You can level up Deacon significantly to your playstyle. You know, so if you want to shoot more guns, have more focus, all that shit. If you want to do more survivalist shit, there's 3 different skill trees that you can do. With the bike, you can upgrade everything on the bike, make it more durable, make the gas tank bigger, make more durable, all kinds of shit you can do. So
Can I put dildos on there?
No, not that I've seen so far. But I can see why I got mixed reviews. But I'm enjoying it so far, but it's like it's spaced out with like things to do.
Gotcha.
And that's a problem. It's not as bad as Anthem.
Okay.
But because obviously I can fast travel and I can do shit on the fly and I can stack missions.
Yeah.
But it's still like, hey, I have to drive how far to fucking do what?
Yeah.
Or fast travel to a place that's sort of near there and then drive to go do what?
Well, one of the things, and
sorry. This is a huge gripe that I have.
Go ahead.
They force you to do these fucking stupid ass stealth missions in this game where you're forced to do stealth. All right. So for someone like you, you basically just can fucking throw the game away. Because there's these people that are called like Nero agents, and they look like normal people with like basically they have guns, a bulletproof vest, and a fucking hazmat suit on.
Okay.
And if they see you, you'll die.
God damn.
I'm just like, they say that they're up armored, you can't kill them. Like, I could definitely kill that guy with a gun.
Headshot.
Yeah, but they're like, you can't do that. If you try to shoot at them, if they see you or anything,
You can't even
the
like
mission's over.
Can you sneak up on them and kill them, or
No.
is that against?
No, it's against the rules. You cannot kill them. I'm just like, even though
Get your snake.
I
move
only
on.
got killed by one once. They caught me once. And I've gone through like probably 5 or 6 of those missions.
Yeah.
But it's super annoying. Like, why can't I fucking just kill them?
Yeah, and they don't explain it in the story either.
Well, no, they say that, they have superior armor. I'm like, okay, well, I got a fucking gun.
Yeah, exactly.
And a knife. Like, what? They have a force field or some shit?
Yeah, especially if you can kill them and get their armor, like this makes you more badass.
Yeah, that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's a
weird.
huge problem with the game of how because it forces you to like stay in bushes and like crouch around and do all this fucking dumb shit. Those missions don't take long.
Yeah.
But they're tedious.
Annoying. Yeah. It's a little disappointing because obviously this is a Sony exclusive and whatnot, and it got delayed multiple times. Like they worked on this project for years and years and years, and not completely. And again, I haven't played it. I'm just going by reviews, and most reviews are very similar to Kronos's. It sounds like partially they wet the bed.
Yeah, it's definitely not it's not the best game.
Yeah.
I'll leave it like that. It's fun to basically play Sons of Anarchy with zombies. That's legit fun.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of technical issues that they have with the game, and I wish that I wish they had some maybe like beta users or alpha users that could play the game and like literally tell them, hey, this shit doesn't work. Like, why are we sneaking around shit that we don't sneak around?
Yep.
You know.
There it is.
Or at least listen, if you're gonna have like something that can't be killed, don't make him a fucking person.
Yeah.
Make him a robot or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you definitely can't kill T-1000.
Yeah.
You know, that makes sense to me. But not some fucking nerd in a suit.
Yeah.
Like a fucking hazmat suit and a bulletproof vest.
Yeah. Headshot. What are you giving this? So I mean, you played half of it.
So far, I'll give it a 7.
Okay.
That's for me.
it's
That's
alright.
that's a pretty low score.
All right.
You know what? You know what's funny? Actually, I think I'm gonna have to go on pre-recorded live and talk to them about their review scale.
Oh, okay. Is theirs way off from what did they use again? I can't remember.
So they say it's 9.5 is their highest one, right? Because they say that no movie is a 10, and their argument is that sorry, Matt, Joe, and Becky, I gotta call you out. Definitely reach out to me if you want to have me on the podcast again, because I'll definitely want to explain that in some more detail. But they said that no movie's a 10 because if a movie's a 10 and some movie comes out that's better than that, what is that movie now?
that would also be a 10.
This should be also a
It also,
10.
that's my argument. It'd also be a 10. It'd also be a 10. And
I think it's rare to have a lot of 10s, but
Right.
you can have a handful.
and my argument is that if your score is 9.5, then my 9.5 is now your 10,
Yeah, exactly.
right? So, like,
Well-
what the fuck? Are you ever gonna are you ever gonna have something over 9.5?
Yeah, if there's a 9.9.
9.9.
You can only have 4 movies in the entire existence of your life that can be better than that, which
But
is
the thing, like,
Strict.
I understand what they're trying to say. Like, listen,
it's good at
like
decimals.
they were talking about Endgame when they gave their scores on Endgame.
Okay.
I totally get it. I gave it a 10 for an obvious reason. Well, for my obvious reasons, right? But I get it. Listen, Endgame is not The Godfather or a movie like that. Definitely is not.
Oh, no.
But I also rank things on like a sliding scale.
For the
Like-
genre.
Yeah, for the genre. Like, listen, for comic book movies, this shit's a fucking 10. There's no comic book movie that's, to me, that's better than Endgame, especially with like what they did.
And we're probably not going to see nothing like that for another decade.
No, it would take because like no other movie has attempted to make 21 fucking movies and have the 22nd movie put all of them together in one cohesive unit and make it fucking work. It was excellent to me. So
And make you sit there for fucking 3 hours.
yeah,
Long 3 hours.
listen, I sat there for fucking 5 hours because I watched it 2.5
You
times.
sure did.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to have me on the podcast, I'll be happy to come out and explain it to you guys. We'll have a great debate on how your 9.5 is a 10.
Just go on there, man.
Because it even happened on the fucking on the podcast. Listen to the I forget which one it was. It's the one they were talking about Endgame and Sonic, which is what we just talked about.
Okay.
You know what we should do?
But Becky gave her review of Endgame. At first she said 9.5, then she's like, "Oh no, I'll give it a 9.4."
Oh, she lowered it.
Because that means to me that your 9.5 is now a 10.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
it means to me.
Yeah,
Is that because something could be better when it comes out? That's your 10. Is your 9.5? So you fell into the same trap. You just gave different numbers.
yeah. You got to...
But
I
listen to that podcast though. It's great.
yeah, I think at the end of Phase 4, we should cross with them and think how the MCU fares after the end. After
Wait, when is fucking Phase 4 ending?
I'm sorry, not Phase 4, Phase
Starts.
3. Sorry, when Spider-Man: Far From Home comes out, we should
What's that?
collab,
Yeah.
do a little collab on how we thought the MCU has fared so far.
Well, we need to do a collaboration, Andy. We haven't done collaboration or fucking had guests on for a real long time.
Yeah.
But you know what? We the best.
Well, no, it's also for a reason. Listen, the whole garage thing is pissing me off, but I'm gonna rectify it soon.
We're getting there.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're
getting
good.
Before we switch gears, since we were talking about Endgame again, so like we were talking about it on a podcast. I said I wasn't gonna watch it until I came back from Disneyland. Y'all guys were like warning me, or from Disney World. Y'all guys were like warning me, like, yeah, some kid's gonna fucking spoil it for you, right? Whatever.
Yep.
That fucking night, I went to Walmart to I don't even remember what I was buying. I think I was buying something for my trip, and a guy in fucking line spoiled the goddamn movie.
That's your fault for going to Wally World.
Well,
Yeah.
no, this happened
That's
at.
true.
Hold
You
on.
went to Walmart.
Would
That's
you,
the worst
would you
place
say
to
it
go.
was a Florida man?
Oh
No, this was here over here in Union City. Like, it was here in fucking California the same night.
okay.
You guys warned me that I need to go watch it. But, like, he didn't spoil the entire movie.
You spoiled a
But
major
he
part?
was... No, he wasn't talking to me. He was talking to, like, the cashier, who's some older lady, who was talking about, what is this in-game thing? And the guy's like, all I'm going to tell you is that they're going to solve it with time travel. And I was like...
God damn.
And I fucking yelled out, I'm like, no spoilers. And like they walked away. I'm like, fuck, and I need to go see this movie because the guy's going right. If somebody's gonna spoil somebody's gonna spoil it for me when I'm in Disney World. And the whole time I was there, like nobody said anything about it. But I actually went to go see it like the next day, and I went to go see it without the sweetness, and she was okay with it. But that's why we went to go see it a second time, and I brought her along.
Oh, you brought her along. More like she took you.
Well, then also I kind of missed some parts because like I had to fucking take a piss. Like that 3 hours was brutal.
God damn.
Listen,
Damn.
Gotta hold it.
5
I
hours.
tried.
I think I pissed once.
Yeah.
Gotta be a camel with that.
Second time around, I got through it though.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm actually really glad I saw it when I did because I actually had a coworker who was like, basically, yelling out about what the fucking movie, what like crucial parts.
God damn.
And I was
What a
like,
fucking
dude,
dick.
I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's all, if you actually cared about this movie, you would have seen it Thursday night. I'm like, dude,
fuck
what the
that
fuck?
motherfucker
I want
up.
to kick him in the nuts. I'm like, dude, like so many people. I've never heard so many people yell at one person at one time. Like, don't you fucking spoil this. Like, people's faces were red. Like, don't say anything. And he just kept going.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, why do you have to be that guy?
Dickhead.
Like, these people plan to go with their families at different times. They're here at work, but yet you're here
fucked up.
running your fucking mouth. And I'm actually glad that I saw this beforehand, but he was naming key scenes and shit. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I can't talk about this with you because you're a jerk.
Sticking with just MCU really quick, I want to mention this because this was big
yeah.
news for me. T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman, he's got a big ass fucking. First of all, he's going to be in a Russo brothers 21 Bridges or something like that. Drama, cop drama, detective drama or something, something like that. Then secondly, he got casted as Yasuke, the first African samurai. You heard that right. 16th century African samurai who was a Mozambique slave turned samurai in Japan. Way back when. He's also in the game Neo, if you played that one, kind of a Dark Souls-like game. I'm excited about this. Usually Chadwick Boseman knocks it out of the park with his performances, and this is a very interesting role. And for those of you, don't want to watch any slave movies or whatever, this is going to be a very different fucking movie. This should be exciting. I don't even know who's directing it yet. It may not come out for another couple years, but I'm excited about him getting big roles.
You know
Yeah.
he's in Gods of Egypt?
Yes, yes, I forgot about that shit.
That's
He wants
terrible.
you to forget about that. We're never supposed to mention that.
He betrayed Africa and then made up Africa.
Yeah,
Ah.
delete that footage.
Damn.
Yeah, but this seems cool. I like to see him in some new exciting stuff.
Was he also in that movie on Netflix?
Which one?
I think it was like, what's it, Message from the King or something?
Could have been. He was in 40. He's been in a lot
Yeah,
of
he's been in a
stuff.
couple
42
movies. Yeah, isn't
and the
Jackie
James Brown
Robinson?
one. James Brown one.
Oh, yeah. He's Jackie Robinson. Yeah, he's in 42.
Yeah.
And he played James Brown, like, same year.
Third
Yeah.
Marshall.
Or a year apart.
Am I
Yeah.
the only one going to Detective Pikachu?
I'm gonna
Probably.
go watch it.
You're gonna watch it.
I'll probably watch it. Not sure when.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's a
I
no.
might
For,
have to take one at
it's a
for
no
the
for
team.
me, dog.
Well, it's funny because I remember the first Pokemon movie that came out to theaters. I actually went to go see it with a high school friend of ours, and I thought it was pretty good.
The animated one, right?
Yeah, animated one.
See,
Maybe cry a little bit.
I'd probably be way more down for the animated ones.
Yeah.
But again, I'm taking my 9-year-old.
This one looks like it's gonna be funny, so
I like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I do. What is this submersive game?
Oh, so this
This
submersive
a kink
game.
game?
Yeah. So what? This is
Submerge
what.
that dick.
So this is
Yeah.
what fucking got me. This game was on Kickstarter. Their goal was $100,000 off Kickstarter. They managed to get 1.3 million
What is
for
it?
this fucking game. So the way the game is described, it's basically like a top-down version of Mass Effect, where you get to fuck like everybody, pretty much.
Literally fuck 'em.
Yeah, I guess you get to literally fuck. The studio behind the game, they haven't made a game. What they've been doing is they're basically making fucking Food Watch videos. That's literally their MO. The studio
You have my
behind it.
curiosity.
Yeah,
Prodigy looks like my dog when I open up the treat bag. His ears all perked up.
Yeah,
He's
wait a minute.
eating blink, sitting at full attention.
yeah. I mean,
Speaking
if-
my language.
so on the company's website, what the fuck? They're not Submersive Games. They're a different company, but on there you can watch literally their little CGI fuck films on their fucking opening page. The only thing, this is their first game, but I was like tripping out that they managed to get 1.3 million to make basically a fucking
And it's-
wannabe ass fucking.
it's called Subverse.
Yeah, it's called it's called Subverse. My bad. But it's just it blew my mind.
All 3 of your computers on that. Their shit.
Let me look this up.
Fucking downloading and shit.
It's not ready. Oh, Studio FOW, FOW. That's the studio. All they make is fucking fuck videos of fucking Overwatch and.
Oh, okay. I know them.
Yeah, oh,
Okay,
of course you
yeah.
do. Of course you
Sorry.
do.
Yes, they actually do great, excellent work. But seriously, there are tiers when you know me.
Yeah.
Y'all know me. There are tiers when it comes to Overwatch food or porn. You know what I mean? Like,
the-
there's some that don't have good sound quality. There's some that don't go all the way.
From
You know,
the
you need the full experience of Diva
banned
and
from
fucking
the
Mercy. You know, fuck.
Yeah, they,
So they have a
Making
fucking
where
waifu
eat
fucking
out
spaceship.
girls'
Yeah.
Just a fucking big ass pair of tits, or
That's
maybe
what
it's an ass. It's hard to tell.
director
so your
of such
teammates are called waifus.
cinematic classics.
So the gameplay itself is like
Trinity.
some weird 3D
Can we get a move on with this sausage sizzle already?
This is scrolling through what they're
Like,
advertising
yeah,
for us to be in the game.
So you know what?
Are a
Fucking,
loser
It's kind of
of
that name,
no
though.
significance.
That's
waifu?
a bit harsh, mate.
Oh
one
yeah.
of the waifus that-
Yeah.
Y'all haven't heard about this?
I seen her. I heard about it a little bit.
I didn't know there was a whole studio. I thought the studio was just an animator.
And finally
They have
unlock
the space combat's like
different,
fucking arcade
colored
Galaga or whatever.
endings.
They're definitely funny.
Oh yeah, yes.
Beyond funding, they made 1.6 million pounds.
Oh,
That's even more.
That's more. That's like probably $3 billion.
recipient
for a fucking
no awards
fuck game.
whatsoever.
This will be their first game.
The weebs pay
Seriously, they
fucking
wouldn't even
good
let us
money.
into GDC
Wonder what
to talk about my
Anna
titty
Anita
physics.
Ferguson-
I know.
Oh.
Yeah, man. But no, I'm fucking dying. Look, you know what? This is America. goddamn. You know what I mean? If I want to see anime titties in my video game, they're gonna pay.
Yeah, so they have on top of Overwatch, they got Lara Croft, Morgan from Darkstalkers. What is this? Fucking Ghost Name fucking shit.
So I
Mortal Kombat. Oh, Harley Quinn. They got a couple Harley Quinns.
just doing
Devil May
the.
Cry. They got a bunch of some. What the fuck? They have fucking Resident Evil game porn. Holy shit.
What's
Oh,
wrong?
wait. Is it
Don't you guys have
Leon?
It's Chris Redfield getting fucked by fucking what's his name?
Mr.
Fucking,
X?
by Wesker.
Oh fuck.
So I just threw.
Mass Effect porn. They got all kinds.
I
of
think
shit.
damn.
Talk.
So I just do what is it? I paid a conversion for Europe to American money, and they're sitting at $2.0 billion if you convert it.
Did you do this
Wait,
right?
that doesn't sound right.
Did you do this right?
Oh no, I paid billion. My bad.
Million.
Yeah.
I was just bullshitting you. It's over $2 million.
Yeah, I
that's
was about
still
to
a
say.
lot of chicken, man.
Yeah, it's 2 million.
God.
I forgot I carried the one.
Their goal was only 100,000 pounds, and they got like 1.3.
That's a winning concept, though.
Oh
Anime
my
titties.
gosh.
You know what that means? Shit never coming out.
Yeah.
They're buying Lambos and Ferraris and shit. Y'all ain't getting that fucking game. Get the fuck out of here.
Vegas.
You're making a game
But
about
y'all guys-
titties and ass.
Yeah.
There's
Fucking Fire Festival, you guys.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Well, no,
Damn.
They probably legit wanted to make this game. They had a plan. They're like, we got how much money?
Yeah.
Get the Lambo.
Yeah. Let's go to the bar.
I woke up in the
For real.
Bugatti.
I mean, they make pretty good like
They make
porn
fun flicks.
parodies and shit. So I mean, they're probably making pretty good money. But I was gonna say, have you guys ever? There's this one fighting game called this could be a piss off a lot of people, but it was called Battle Rape.
No.
And it was a fighting game where you're a guy and you fight against chicks. It's like Street Fighter. And after you beat them up, you fucking rape them.
That sounds like La Blue Girl. Remember La Blue
Yeah.
Girl?
Yeah.
That
But that had
ninjas
hella,
fucking and shit.
that had hella tentacles though.
great, though.
Damn.
Damn.
If you lost that fight, you lost that ass.
Oh.
Shit. Okay. God, we got to change gears. Disney conquers the goddamn Earth. Did we talk about some of the things that they are doing with their global domination here?
Yeah, so this is the fucked up part. So Disney bought Fox, and I didn't understand that Fox owned Avatar.
Yep.
And so basically, they're going to get all the fucking money. Because
Oh,
Avatar
yeah.
has like at least 4 sequels that are in production right fucking
Yep.
now.
Yeah, they're filming back-to-back films.
Yeah, and if you don't think that Avatar is not trying to get that fucking crown back, even though it's not gone now, but it's going to be fucking gone.
It's
They're
been
gonna
like
lose that
10
fucking
years since the
crown.
first one.
Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
a minute. And you know what's weird? So I remember, when Avatar came out, I was in the Middle East. And the movie made a bunch of money, and that's when I heard about it. I was like, oh my God, huge phenomenon. And I watched the movie, and I was like, this movie, I mean, it's good. I think it was good to like show off what HD really looks like. But as far as like a movie goes, it really wasn't that good.
It was Dancing with Aliens.
It was Dancing with Fern Gully.
Yeah.
'Cause go watch Fern Gully and Dances with Wolves, match them together with some fucking,
Great fish.
Blue Monkey Love.
animations. That's that fucking movie.
Yeah.
All right. The movie was not that great, but it was at the same time when 1080p screens first came out,
Yeah.
and that was one of the first movies I was just like, you watch that shit on fucking 1080p, you might as well be fucking looking at the goddamn
And
future.
don't
Yeah.
forget that 3D was
Oh, yeah,
They had it in
3D.
IMAX too.
Yes. I saw it like standard in IMAX. IMAX blew me away. I was like, holy shit.
Well, and that's when the fake IMAXs came out.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Because of that fucking movie. Because I remember when I watched the guitar, I was on a fucking fake IMAX.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was like, this is fucking bullshit.
No,
I mean, it looked good, but I was like, this ain't a fucking IMAX. I'm like, an IMAX screen is where if you go to the front of the screen and you take a step off that fucking cliff and you die,
that's
an
real IMAX.
IMAX,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's where I saw it.
If you can walk up to an IMAX screen, you can touch that motherfucker without dying. That's not a fucking IMAX.
Yeah. There
that
should be
analogy.
a one-story drop to the bottom. That's real IMAX.
One
And
at least.
It's
Yeah.
like getting the Soul Stone.
Yeah,
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 that's
exactly.
right. And that's how I saw That's how I saw my second viewing of Avatar, and it was fucking amazing. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And it's full IMAX too. Like the
Yeah.
whole movie is
Yeah.
in IMAX. Not
Yeah.
like, oh, we're gonna cut to a scene that goes to
Yeah.
IMAX.
A lot of movies do that
Yeah,
bullshit.
and
They
Dark
fool
Knight
you.
did that shit.
Oh,
Like
no.
the opening of Dark Knight, the first 10 minutes was in IMAX, and then the rest of it went. Yoop.
You-
I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
you know what
Nope.
angers me to this fucking day is that we have shows that are out that are in 4K or even 1080p and it's fucking letterbox. I'm like, bitch, it's in the fucking format of the TV.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
why
get
you
that
got
shit either.
bars?
Yeah. But Disney, yeah, they're doing all these Avatar movies. Avatar, again, if these are good sequels visually and with good writing, because James Cameron gonna come. James Cameron, say what you will about the asshole, he does make big time ass fucking movies that do well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Say whatever the fuck you want about it.
I will make a prediction right now.
Go ahead.
I don't think that the Avatar sequel will do anywhere near as well as the first Avatar. I think the first Avatar, for the reasons that I've already mentioned, was a sensation due to the timing. I don't think that James Cameron or Fox thought that movie was going to do as big as it was going to do.
No.
And it was a huge surprise to the studio and him.
I think it definitely was a surprise when you talk about $2.7 billion.
billion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. I don't think there's any way possible that it does less than like 1.2, 1.4.
Oh, it's going to be $1 billion movie, but I don't think
Yeah.
it's not going to shatter records.
Yeah,
It's not.
yeah,
I mean,
it may not.
because if you look at
Who knows?
look at the original Avatar. Look at the graphics, looks amazing. But then look at any other movie right now that's in CGI.
Yeah.
Basically the fucking same as far as like the visuals go.
Yeah.
And,
So-
and we're so early on, we don't even have any teasers for this yet.
Oh, yeah, no.
Well,
And they
that's-
got pushed back.
It got put again.
By
You know,
Disney.
And it's like if somebody wants to say, "Oh, well, you got 4K now." Listen, 4K compared to 8K. I'm sorry, 4K compared to 1080p. If you don't have HDR, it's basically the fucking same. If you have the HDR, it pops more. If you want to say it's 8K, 8K gets it into the too realistic realm.
Your
And-
eyes start bleeding.
Yeah, well, they did studies in Japan about 8K, and it didn't go well. Like people were literally getting sick
Yeah.
or watching the movie. So I think we're getting into the realm to where we're realistic enough. And when you get to like you can't even ramp up the frames per second because then it gets too real. It looks like a fucking like a home movie.
Yeah.
So we're at the point to where it's as real as it needs to look. You know.
But the
Now
movie
for-
needs to be good.
Yeah,
That's
it
the other
definitely
thing too.
needs to
The
be
movie needs to be good.
But that's not why Avatar made money though. That's what I'm trying to get to.
No, I hear
Avatar
you.
didn't make money because it was a good story.
But-
it made money because it looked fucking amazing.
Yeah, it did.
I totally agree that it was the look for Avatar. We'll see if they can combine a unique look and a good story possibly this time. I don't know.
They better keep having blue titties. I'm just saying that was definitely a plus too. They got away with a lot of blue titties.
Well, it was interesting when I was at Disney World. Like, there's because Disney World has 4 parks, and one of them is called Animal Kingdom, and they have an Avatar land inside Magic Kingdom. And in the daytime, it looks pretty cool, but at night, like the place glows like it does in Avatar, which is pretty
Yeah.
fucking dope. But this is before Disney acquired Fox, so that shit was kind of interesting to see that they had Fox property on their property.
There's going to be some extremely interesting things with this merger. I think the dust is truly not settled yet. Stitch, you ready to make another Star Wars bet, or are you just going to be hating from the sideline?
What you want to win now?
It won't be in-game opening weekend. Domestic.
So
won't do
I
it.
actually agree that it won't beat the domestic. I would like to compare.
I don't go with this. I say this every fucking week.
Don't matter to me. I'm just gonna say, I think that we're looking at for episode 9. Again, we're months and months away. I think this is a $2 billion movie.
Oh, yeah. Episode 9? For sure.
What you saying on that?
But then he's saying worldwide, he's gonna say no. He's gonna bitch out and say no.
I'm a broken fucking record. I just say I don't know how to fairly judge.
Hold on, you're a broken record now. You learned them lessons.
Hard lessons.
I don't know. Even when we did the in-game speculations on what it would make worldwide, I was like, I don't fucking know, or I didn't know it was gonna do whatever billion. I just know how to gauge opening weekend domestic or whatever.
Alright.
That's what I feel comfortable.
So we can't come to a consensus on that
And I
one.
am very confident that they dusted Star Wars. It won't touch it for that opening day weekend.
So far, its domestic gross has not passed The Force Awakens.
Opening day
still-
weekend.
No, opening day weekend, yeah, but I'm talking about its domestic
You
overall.
talk. You speak in Latin to me. I'm trying to speak English.
Yeah, well, you can't say it's not. The run's not over yet, man. Come
I
on.
know, but so
So
far,
how can you
it's still
compare?
got 300 million.
It
to
did,
go.
and did
2
it in
weeks.
11 days. Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga?
Math is hard. Math is very, very hard.
Yeah.
Saying.
Star Wars is dead.
Oh, how fucking dare you!
Well, my problem is that no, because with the newest trailer for the Star Wars Skywalker Awakens or some shit, whatever the fuck it's called.
She did that backflip.
They
lame as
well,
fuck.
not that, but like
This
in the thing it says the end of the saga, and I thought the impression that Star Wars was fucking done and wrapped.
End of the
That's
Skywalker
what I kept
saga.
telling y'all. 'cause
It
someone
was.
else said
But
it too,
but
and I was
it's called Skywalker Awakening or some shit like
It
that.
says
Like,
the rise of Skywalker.
so how are they gonna have him rise and then go back to sleep or some shit? Like,
Yeah.
you can't end a saga with somebody just waking up.
It was
you don't-
ended when Thanos snapped.
Oh,
Musty
that's
mouth,
man.
motherfuckers.
It's the end of the Skywalker family saga.
But it
It's
says
already been-
Skywalker rising.
It says the rise of
Rising.
Skywalker, which could mean anything. There's speculation. Once again, speculation that Skywalker may
Off-screen
replace.
speculation or on-screen
Does
speculation?
it fucking matter?
I mean, listen.
Fuck out of here.
They had the Empire Strikes Back. What happened to the Empire?
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stroke back.
There's a whole bunch of stories that can be told.
Dozens
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
I mean, there's.
I'm tired of Skywalkers in the
They're
movies.
talking. Well, that's the thing. They're talking about doing a Knights of the Old Republic saga of films,
That would be very,
which
very
is
fucking
very,
interesting.
very untapped. The first people that actually covered that was BioWare.
Yeah.
BioWare has huge lore working with Lucasfilm.
I don't even know who Bioware is anymore.
They don't know who they are anymore.
Yeah.
Just
They-
saying.
they on
Listen,
that bullshit.
Bio-
I was a huge Mass Effect fan. They fucked up that whole fucking that game for me. And then Anthem happened. I'm just like, what the fuck? Even
A
though
lot of people say, "What the fuck with Anthem?"
even though apparently they listened to me. Probably not. It's probably my ideas are probably a bunch of people's ideas. But listen to a lot of shit that I said a bunch of podcasts ago about how to fix the game, and they literally put in a bunch of those changes in the game. I have not played patch 1.1 yet, but I will, and I'll give you the update. But
I played a little bit of it, but I need to explore more. So that's why I didn't want to say anything yet.
Before Anthem, I said fuck Mass Effect, so essentially that's fuck BioWare.
well, I mean, listen, Mass Effect 2 and 3 were dope. Mass Effect 1 was worth playing just to get to 2.
Yeah,
2
Mass
and 3
Effect-
were legit some of the best games of all time.
Yeah, I love
Legit.
those. Yeah.
definitely 2.
And
2
then
is probably the best.
and then Andromeda was fucking
The
trash.
one that you hyped up.
Wanna go fast?
No, Mass Effect 2 is what I hyped up.
No, you were hyped up for this Andromeda bullshit.
Andromeda has issues, but it's still better than Anthem at this point. Unfortunately,
It's like a
at this point,
Which one
I've
is
been
shittier?
playing- yeah.
Shit tiers are
Yeah.
going and competing against each other.
I gotta wait. I gotta play this 1.1 patch fully.
my legless
find
dog
out.
is better than my dead dog.
Damn, all right, all right. We went super long last week. I know we still got some stuff on here, but let's round it up for this week. Let's leave one and
Hold on,
more.
before we round it up, there's something important that I wanted to talk about at the beginning of the last episode,
Okay.
and it's something that is near and dear to all of our hearts in this podcast. Our friend Kevin from Comic Noobs and Smash Films, he had to stop doing his podcast late last year, and I didn't understand. I didn't know why for a while, and it just recently came to my attention over the past couple of weeks that he had a son named Archer, and he was born with a lot of medical issues, and a couple of them are the same issues that my girlfriend Kamak was born with: tetralogy Fallot and ventricle septal defect. They're heart defects, and he has a bunch of other issues as well. And so he's basically struggling for his life right now. He was doing good for a while, and now he got transferred to I think it was a hospital in Cincinnati, Ohio. and now he's not doing good once again. So they have a GoFundMe account going to help them with medical bills and to help them kind of get through this very difficult period. My heart goes out to Kevin and his family. It's really Kevin's a good dude.
Excellent.
I mean, he's
friend of the show.
He's been on one of the funniest podcasts that we've had. He literally called in drunk to one of our, I think it's one of our drunk casts,
Several
right?
times.
Just to curse out Prodigy.
And we would all love to have him on again, but right now, obviously, we can't because he's
Yeah.
going through all this shit, and it's not something that anybody should have to go through.
Absolutely.
So I'll, in this podcast, I'll link in his family's GoFundMe account. And if you could please help in any kind of way, listen. If you don't have money to help somebody to help him out, the least you could do is just share it. Right?
Absolutely.
That way you can get out to somebody that maybe has some money to spare.
Yep.
And to get the word out there. So if you could help them, we'd really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Kevin's
And it's
fam.
also pinned on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
But I'll put the link
the link.
on this podcast. But please help.
Yeah. Look, we can promote GoFundMes. We can shit on video games. And start. We're a very diverse fucking cast.
And dead
yeah.
people, because I did it earlier.
Yeah,
I shit on a dead guy
We bring it
by
up. We
accident.
take it down. All right, let's
off to it.
let's round it on up, man. Actually, old ninja, what you got populating? You were late today.
So this weekend, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. comes back Friday
Ooh.
night. So
Either Code or Coulson.
yeah, so I'm gonna be checking that out. I know only me and Blue are the only ones who watch that shit.
Two people in the world.
But yeah, they got approved for more extended seasons.
You gotta keep watching. If you want to use us watching,
I mean, Agents
Half
of
their
S.H.I.E.L.D.
viewership.
Yeah. Hey, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has more seasons than all those Marvel and Netflix shows. So
that don't mean shit. There's a whole bunch of shitty ass shows that have a whole bunch of seasons.
General Hospital's been
Yeah.
on for 40 years.
that's a soap opera.
Young
though.
and Restless.
Real Housewives or whatever the fuck has a bunch of seasons too.
Oh man, we forgot that topic, but we'll save it for
We'll
next
get
week.
it next week. But that's what you got going.
Yeah, it's my birthday weekend as well. Even though happy
the
birthday
fuck?
to Stitch.
Your birthday too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not today. It's next week, but it'll happen before we podcast.
You
again,
doing
so.
anything?
I'll let
Besides
y'all know.
crasturbating?
I don't need to do that.
He's got that new fucking thing coming out.
Oh yeah,
the new video game.
Subverse.
Subverse.
No, you're talking about. He's gonna watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's my birthday. It's so happy.
Motherfucker.
Wait.
Still playing the Division. Probably gonna Twitch out some more stuff. I'm gonna try to Twitch out the Anthem 1.1 patch. I did a little bit, but I didn't go too deep. Going on a hike
I had a good
tomorrow.
sex joke, but I let it go.
Oh wow! Going on a hike tomorrow.
You going to Mission Peak?
No, I'm going to the Alum Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, so Mission Peak. I'm probably gonna wait a couple weeks.
Mission Peak's a
before
motherfucker.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, for like most normal people, it's probably gonna fuck you
It's a good
up.
hike.
it does.
It's a good hike. Yeah.
Yeah, I made it to the top once. So
Just once?
yeah, I've only been once.
I used
There's
to go
like
up
2 trails you can take to
There-
get to the top.
yeah.
One's cheaper
Yeah,
than the
I
other.
think there's 3 because you can come from the Ohlone side, the Fremont
This
side.
is very local in Fremont, California.
Yeah, so, but that's about it.
Stitch, what you got populating?
I'm gonna finish up celebrating the birthday. I'm gonna get my fat Thor on and drink some White Russians.
You're like what, 27 right now? What's going on?
Yeah. I wish I aged pretty well, but I wish I was 27.
I think out of all of us on the podcast, you look the youngest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I am, right?
You are the youngest.
Yeah.
Yes. That's how old I am.
It's funny because Harley Dank calls you a kid.
But you're
fine.
not that young.
Nah.
He's in his late 30s.
Yes.
So.
Exactly. So I plan on playing some more of the Division. I got up to where like the patrols have like awareness levels and shit like that, where it'll be like 10. I mean, not like 10, but like 5 through 1 or something.
Yeah, the
In
control
term-
points.
Yeah, they're just like
Oh.
they get. I guess they radio each other. Hey, he's fucking up shit. Be on extra on alert. And tactically, they're pretty sound. So
I still have not played. I played with somebody once because they joined my game. I have no idea how. But that was it. I played the whole entire game fucking Kirito style.
Okay. I played with BJ a couple maps, but he's so far behind. I just redid missions I already did. I might see if like Hobby's around to see if he can jump on.
We didn't talk about Borderlands 3. I have a whole fucking
Save it.
list of
Gotta
shit.
save it.
For next
Yeah,
week.
but
Save it.
next
Save it
week.
for next week.
Yeah. Other than that, I got a new watch. Got the little Samsung S thing watch.
Nice.
It's got the Pip Boy.
Oh, nice.
face on it,
Pretty
which
fucking
is kind of
dope.
weird because I don't even play Fallout and everything. But it's just a fun ass little
cool.
like sim looking thing. Keeps track of all my steps and all that crazy shit. How much
fucking
coffee I
funny.
drink. Fun shit.
Good shit. Cronus, what you got?
So for the past couple days, KMX's been gone. She's been in Chicago, so it's been me playing single dad. it's been great. I miss you, KMX. Other than that, I'm gonna do another workout video the day after we do our panel at Fanime. So
Should I do that plug?
yes,
It sounds like a great segue.
we're doing a panel at Fanime on villain appreciation on Friday. What is it?
May
May 24th.
8
At
p.m.
8 p.m.
Panel room 3.
Yes, it's gonna be excellent. We're gonna have so far, we're gonna have a huge turnout.
Absolutely.
I mean, I did some promotions,
Yep.
and it seems like we might fill the fucking room.
Yeah, should be some great
So-
walk-ins too, because that's the first day.
Yeah. So it should be really good. We're gonna have some really good content to talk about, and I really look forward to seeing all of you again. We haven't done a panel. We haven't gone to a fucking con
been a minute.
in like months.
Yeah.
But it haven't.
months.
Oh no, we missed WonderCon.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
missed
but-
WonderCon.
yeah.
We missed fucking SVCC. No,
SVVR?
SVVR.
No, it hasn't happened yet. It's later on in the year
That's in
now.
August.
No, it was last year. We missed
we
the one
missed that
last
one?
year.
Oh, I went to last year.
AWE, I think, is this month. We're gonna miss that
Shit,
one.
fuck.
I didn't do.
We haven't been to a fucking con in like 5 or 6 months.
Since
Yeah.
Crunchyroll.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been a minute.
Yeah.
So
So-
this is good though.
Yeah, so we're
literally
getting-
2 weeks.
We're getting back to it, which we're reorganizing, getting all of our shit together to do a lot more shit this year. Obviously, a lot of it depends on the Infinity Base, which I have plans on finishing before fucking August.
Yep.
So, yeah. Other than that, just more jiu-jitsu. I'm gonna probably drop a Jits cast soon. Black and Yellow will be recorded on the 16th or 17th of this month. So
Okay, that's next week.
yeah, so
Okay.
that'll be good. That's all I got.
Good shit. Blue, what you got?
We need to get back into doing reacts too, because Anita have been dropping some
Oh
fucking
my
Yeah.
god, people are
gems.
so fucking. I think the entire fucking country of Brazil is mad at us.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit.
The favela's calling us out.
But it's funny because we still get fucking requests, even though we haven't had a react video in like a while. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll
we're
do it.
listening though. But
Yeah, we're
I mean,
listening,
We
but-
just, yeah, it's a
You
little.
know
hard
what,
right
we
now.
got to do a day where we just
we can,
knock
we
them
can
all
put a blue
out.
screen back here.
Oh, we can.
Yeah.
Like, let's do them.
Actually,
let's do 'em.
you know what we should do? I should just take all the shit that's in the studio right now, like the new studio, and just take it out and just put a desk in there, and we'll just do it in the so
We
people can see
fucking
what it looks
could.
like.
We fucking could,
Yeah,
man.
with the fucking bare walls and shit. There's
Yeah, man.
insulation.
Let's
But like,
do it.
because I know she dropped a video with fucking Snoop Dogg.
She did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
like,
I saw part of
Fuck.
it. I was like,
Dude,
oh, I
that's
better
sexy.
save it.
dude, for a second, I'm not sure why. Maybe the Swedes might have done it, but like, I wasn't following Anita on Instagram anymore, and I was like, I haven't seen anything from Anita more. And I started looking her up. I wasn't following her anymore. I fucking clicked that goddamn like button
shit.
again, boy.
Wow, you got hacked.
I was back in the goddamn house.
That's like
Sweetness
me.
took that out. She's all like, let me see this. Unfollow.
I'm tired of this motherfucker talking about Anita.
That's like me and Iskra.
Yeah.
You don't get unfollowed.
So this week, Lucifer dropped on Netflix. I think like yesterday or
Yeah.
today or something like that.
Something like that.
That's like one of my favorite shows that actually got saved by Netflix because it was on Fox originally. And I wish they would have picked up Gotham, but
And
Gotham
APB?
ended. Huh?
APB was pretty good too.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Actually, wasn't the guy that we interviewed from
Yeah,
APD?
Ernie
He was
Hudson.
on there. That's
He was
one
on.
of the reasons why we had him on.
But no, he was on
He was
Arrow,
on
right?
Arrow,
Yeah, he was on Arrow recently.
He plays Diggle's stepdad.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm so behind on Arrow.
It's like a
His
minor.
name is Ernie Hudson. You know what pisses me off? So when people, all right, I'm sorry to segue. Just for a fucking minute. Is when people ask me like, who the fuck we had on the podcast? I'm like, yo, I have a podcast. Who have you had on? And I'm like, we've had on Ernie Hudson. They're like, who is he? I'm like, what the
Well,
fuck?
yeah.
Backslap him.
Like,
Backslap
you don't
him.
know who the fuck Ernie Hudson is?
Dude, it hurts my heart when I tell people I interviewed Nichelle Nichols.
Oh, they're like,
People are like, who's that? I'm like,
Oh, I'm like, how old are you?
yeah, I'm like,
Get
you're
the
too
fuck
young.
outta
You're too
here.
young, son.
It's the same thing with the guy with the fucking crazy hair.
Come
Oh,
on,
Echo
Bell.
Keller?
Kamal Bell. W. Kamal
Yeah.
Bell. People I know. I'm like, he's a famous guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bay Area local too.
Yeah.
But so yeah,
Well,
so
sort of.
Yeah,
he lives
yeah.
in the Bay Area now. Yeah.
I thought he was from the Bay. Or yeah, he's from Louisiana, I think.
Yeah, he's
Or
not
from
from
South.
the Bay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be catching up on Lucifer. Chronos got me into watching Dead to Me, which is really fucking
So
good.
good.
About 5 episodes into that one. I think it's only 10 episodes or maybe more, 13, something like that.
I just stopped watching because me and Kim watched together. So.
Yeah, I was gonna start watching it earlier, but I'm like, no, the Sweetness might like watching it, so I just didn't
she
watch
watch
it.
it?
Yeah, she's been watching it with me. She likes it too. So also this is gonna piss Prodigy off, but She-Ra drop.
Yeah.
See the She-Ra.
It's
It's good. That's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's
Got our
interesting.
difference of opinion.
It's interesting because they introduced a gay couple, which is nice. So the
Imagine that.
guy, his dads are gay, which is kind of cool. But
His dad's gay and he's gay.
they don't really play that he's gay though.
The
The
black dude?
show is gay.
Well, because he's like
Damn,
he
that-
chills with like princesses, and like he goes out with one, so and other princesses get jealous. So it's kind of weird. It's hard how it plays out, but yeah, he's probably gay.
Yeah, he's probably definitely gay. Because the original character was fucking gay.
Oh yeah,
He's gay as fuck.
Super gay.
So was He-Man.
Super
I'm just
gay.
saying.
Super gay. But yeah, so also this weekend, the Sweetness and I, we're gonna go hit up Napa again and check out. We're gonna go Sterling's Winery. Try to hit up another
Vineyards.
few. Yeah.
Fuck yes.
And then also Mother's Day is on Mother's Day, so Mother's Day is on Sunday,
Sunday.
so I'm gonna go hang out with my mom. But my porn star of the week,
Oh.
I'm bringing it back.
Talk
Yeah,
about
bring it
that.
back.
He went from
Yeah.
his mom
To
Yeah.
porn
porn
star.
star of the week.
Yeah, that's
Only
love.
on Black and Black Times Infinity.
yeah, well, it's only because it's Mother's Day this weekend, but I've been
And
Porn-
so
is
let
the
me
porn
guess.
star weekend?
She's
I
a
mean,
MILF.
I've been fabbing to this chick
Is
hard.
she a MILF?
Who is
Yes.
it? Who is
Her
it?
name is Donna
This is getting more gross.
Abros. She's like a British red bone,
Ooh.
thickum, just
Yeah.
and the way she talks is does it for me.
Well, she
But
is British.
She doesn't have any scenes where she's actually having sex, but she's like
Wait, what?
she's constantly she's constantly
Break
playing
this
with
desk.
it's like a point of view thing. You watching her like there's like a scene where she's like in a dressing room, you're peeking on her, like changing clothes.
that can't
and
be
then like
hot.
there's like another scene where you walk into the room and she's like
She's
masturbating.
Like an older lady.
Is this her?
Yeah, she's an older lady.
Oh,
That is her.
God damn, ferocious titty me.
Dude, and like the
Yeah.
way she has that British accent too,
This
it's
is her,
like
right?
God damn, yeah, that's her.
It
So
says,
no-
Danica Collins, JK.
Well, she has like 2 names.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so she don't
wait.
fuck on film, but
Yeah,
she'll
she-
suck dick.
She doesn't fuck a man,
So she's
but there's like
she's like a Skinamax.
no, cause she show her vag and she like uses
okay,
toys
so
and
that's
shit
a
like
porn
that.
star,
And there's
alright.
like a lesbian scene
That's
too.
that's a porn star.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's not. She doesn't fuck a guy in it. She's not fucking.
So hold on.
I didn't say she was a porn star. I just said she doesn't. She doesn't have. No,
That's
I-
what you said.
no. I said.
You heard it
I
too,
said.
right?
I heard it.
Of course,
you
we
wanted
did.
to take
No, I
our
said.
porn star of the week.
Yeah, I said my porn star of the week, but she doesn't have any. I said she doesn't have
Hey.
any scenes where she's fucking a guy.
That's
Yeah, here's a scene of her fucking a guy. Right there. It's an older video, but it's her fucking a dude.
Well, I haven't came across that one.
Oh, you haven't come
Yeah.
to across that.
You even busted.
But all,
Damn.
all of the recent ones I've seen is her like by herself.
Okay.
But she's still a porn star though, right?
Yes.
yes.
Yeah,
There's
no-
not even-
nobody's
it's not-
arguing with
not
you,
even a
man.
Oh, I
question.
thought you guys were like arguing with me. I thought I said something wrong or
because
some
you
shit.
said before that she was like a porn star, but not. And I'm just like, what? Like if you show your pussy
Yeah.
on,
You
you getting paid for it.
we
You're
were
a
so
porn
confused
star.
because you said porn star, but she doesn't fuck, and then we're like, what? Huh?
Well, that's what I
Yeah.
said.
And
She
then-
doesn't fuck. Like I didn't say she
But,
does.
but that's still a porn star.
Yeah, she's still a porn star. I just say
Yeah.
she doesn't. I wanted to say she doesn't fuck guys in her video, but Oh Ninja just showed a
He
video of her.
found
Like,
it in
fucking.
2.2 seconds.
It's not on.
Sometimes you gotta
Xhamster.
scroll past the first page.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
That's like Blue with like 2 girls, 1 cup. Remember when
Yeah,
we were at?
exactly.
Oh yeah,
He's like, it's right here.
We're at the bar, and he was like, "Here you go."
but yeah, it is. Ooh, man.
That's like
love it.
Miss Parker.
Yeah, basically that's
Yeah.
what she reminds me of, Miss Parker.
Oh, good pussy.
Damn.
Thunder pussy. That's what that is.
Yeah.
God damn.
That accent though, she talks like
Peggy
shit.
Carter?
Peggy Carter, yeah, just like
Yeah.
that. Ooh.
Oh,
She's a
see,
red bone
Peggy
Peggy Carter.
got ferocious titty me too,
She
though.
dope. Peggy Carter bad as fuck. Like, ain't no doubt about it. She's super bad.
That's why Cap went back for it.
Cap was willing to risk it all. He's like, fuck the event. I'm getting
went-
this British pussy.
He changed the
He
timeline.
went full flash.
Yeah,
Oh,
he did.
yeah, he
Barry
did.
Allen for that pussy.
Well, that was the other thing. So, like, you know, if he went back in time, was the chick that he was dating like his granddaughter?
No, her grand niece.
I mean,
her
listen, if
grand
you're gonna
niece.
fuck up a timeline,
I mean,
even if you got kids, you're like, were they good kids? or-
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Skeet, skeet, all over Peggy. Real quick. God damn, we go hard. The only thing I wanted to really quickly promote, besides obviously we talked about Fanime already, Promised Neverland is an excellent anime that I missed from last year, and I'm fucking catching up. It's got orphan fucking kids getting demolished and destroyed and sold into slavery
Fuck
and
them
eaten.
kids.
So yeah, fuck them kids. Promised Neverland is fucking great. Take us out, old ninja.
all right. Use this experience, the Dankest podcast on the internet. Black and Black Times Infinity. Find us on the web, with @BThanBTI. That's BTHANBTI.
You can't spell.
Yeah. Check us our official website, binheadproductions.com/BThanBTI. On Amazon, there's an app on there. Look for Black and Black Times Infinity. Download that. It'll let you know when we go live. We're also, of course, we're on YouTube, Black and Black Times Infinity. We are live every Wednesday night, 8:30 Pacific. And then on Apple Podcasts, we're on there. Go on there, rate us, leave a comment. We're supposed to read you on the show. There's probably thousands of comments, but whatever. we're on there.
We're busy.
Yeah. Pretty much anywhere podcast you can listen to, Stitcher, Player FM, Spotify. Are we on Spotify?
Yeah, if they have a podcast. Wherever if they have a podcast, we're on there.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
You actually can ask Alexa to play our podcast. It's kind of dope.
Just ask Alexa who's the dankest podcast on the internet. See what she say.
She won't say us
Damn it!
because she won't understand anything you just said.
She'll spread that thunder pussy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Somebody on Amazon will be listening.